Welcome, everyone, to a very special episode of the Kpop podcast. I am Honan,
I'm Oliver.
and today we are going to be doing a favorite activity of mine from a lot of the lives, making a tier list. Um, I don't believe we can do as bad as some that we have seen, but it is going to be interesting to see where we make people angry. Like, what is going to be the one that sets people off, you know?
Yeah, we make people angry, ourselves angry, both with each other and internally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see where I feel like you and me are gonna agree a lot, but then I definitely see in the middle kind of areas a lot that me and you are gonna disagree on as well,
yes.
just from previous discussions. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna switch over to it. And you think we should just start from top and go through and decide?
Yeah, I guess that's the way to do it. I can
So
tell that the tier list is actually like it's quite positive, right? There is no like I hate this.
yes,
It's
there's no.
it's just like so I think that kind of frees us up if we do find ones that we can just say it's not my type. It's not for me.
Yeah, when I found this one, I liked the ranking way on the left versus just being like, because I saw some when you do have like the S going down
Yeah, yeah.
through letters, it can sometimes seem like when you're getting to the bottom there that it's just like, oh, this is garbage or something
Yeah.
like. But yeah, don't know is interesting. I would say don't know slash don't listen probably would make sense or something like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
because
gonna be some where like the logos are like we just don't know what they are. I think I can get almost all of them, but maybe one or two I'll miss just because I don't know the logo.
yeah.
Um, feel free to let us know in the comments if we missed someone obvious, and we can always just uh, comment back saying where we'd put them or something.
Well, let's get it started. There's 15 and.
Yeah. Okay, so that's another caveat, right? Members of a group that I really like in a group whose music I didn't particularly like. So 15 and is Jimin, as in Jamie, and Baekhyun
Oh,
when they were
wow.
a duo at JYP.
Yaren Beck and
Um,
Jamie in a group together.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's. How is
So,
that
but
not God tier?
right, well, that's the thing. So they were really young when they did this, and they didn't release much music, and the music they did release was kind of like just kind of a bit straightforward, like ballady type music. And I feel like
Okay,
both
I
of them
see.
have done more interesting things since then. So it's kind of like how do we just consider them just on the music that they made in that group? Because then in that case, it would be in the kind of just okay tier. But if we're talking about like especially Yerin as a soloist, I would be like God tier for sure. But
Yeah, I don't think
that's
we
not
can
what we're.
include anything they've done not the group itself
Yeah,
in
yeah,
judging it. So you think okay, I don't know them really, so I guess just we'll go with okay for now and we'll figure out later kind of if that's the
okay,
final placement. Um, yeah, that's so hard to imagine because Yaren Beck is, I think both of us respect her as like one of the best artists just in
yeah.
general. Like, and then Jamie, such an incredible vocalist artist herself. So if they could have had both of them with their styles meshing together, it could have been an incredible group.
I really want them to do something together now to just like just for a laugh come back and do like a release together because I feel like they could do something really cool.
Yeah, so that was JYP.
Yes, that was after they won the K-pop star or superstar or K or something like that, and the reward was to sign for JYP.
I gotta say, I'm usually pretty defensive for JYP. A lot of the hate he gets, but that's a pretty big screw up there to mess up two incredible artists together like
They,
that.
they were they were super young. They were called 15 because they were 15 when they started. So
Uh
it's and they JYP clearly felt that they needed more time to develop and stuff. And I think while Jamie was like kind of mad about it at the time, she's since kind of said that actually maybe it was fair enough that we weren't quite in the right
yeah.
spot for it.
So
Yeah,
they were super young. Then that makes sense.
yeah,
Okay. I mean, 2NE1 is. I feel like God tier is definitely there for like as far as the respect level and everything of the
yeah.
group itself. my personal listening of them is not that much. I do know their music. I think I've gone through their whole catalog pretty much. So there's
Hmm.
songs like "Come Back Home" that I consider just like the highest tier of really good releases and stuff. I'm just trying to think in if me and you would both put them God tier, or if I'd put them in that I love category, kind of.
Honestly, for me, 21 was never my
Hmm.
style. Um, there's definitely, yeah, like you say, like I really respect and appreciate their significance. And I was super hyped to see them reunited at Coachella and stuff. Like that's really cool. But generally speaking, the music I was not that big a fan at the time, and I haven't spent much time going back and listening to them. There's still some songs I really like, especially "Lonely." I'm a big fan of.
I lonely,
Um,
lonely, lonely, lonely.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, generally, I'm not a big fan. It's kind of much as I enjoy like the braggadocious style of their hits. Like, you know, everyone would look at "I'm the Best" and be like, "Yeah, this is a classic K-pop song," but like really it's not actually that good. It's not a very good song, you know. It's just like
Careful, I think Becca's gonna come for
it's
you.
just their swagger that carries it, basically.
Yeah, like I said, I do like some of their stuff. Like Come Back Home acoustic version is
Mm-hmm.
amazing to me. I think
Come
that's
back
an
home, yeah.
incredible song. Like the style of it and stuff is really good. But and then Fire like is very fun. There's certain song, but like yeah, at the there's something about the MIDI kind of style of it that's weird for
It
me with tuning.
it
It's
sounds
not.
pretty dated.
Yes, that's what it is. I think that it just feels like old school, but it's not old school or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's on the fence for me. I it's hard for me not to put them in like that highest tier though, because the level of kind of respect that they have in the industry of it. But
Well, are we considering that or just songs,
this
right?
is our ratings though. This is me and Oliver's opinion. So this is our official podcast tier list of our ratings.
Yes.
I'm going to go with. Do you agree with this? I like.
I can accept this. I would have put them in personally. They would go in not my type,
Not your type.
but
I'm
I'm
gonna put.
I'm
I feel like I have to give, because there is songs of theirs that I do really enjoy and do listen to actively. Like if they come on,
yeah.
I'm stoked that song comes on. So I feel like I can't put them below I like because of that reason.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'm
And
not
then
mad about it.
it's hard for me to separate CL and stuff because I do really enjoy CL as well.
Hmm.
But like we said, we can't include some of that into our thought process, like because like Taeyeon's solo stuff alone could make me,
Yeah.
put anything in top tier she's included in. So Third Eye is the next one, which is
Yep.
a favorite of Tommy's from our Discord, who made a tier list that had very divisive opinions. Let's
Correct.
kind of inspired this idea really. Third Eye, I do really enjoy the stuff I have checked out from them, the music videos. I'm so bad at remembering song titles, but there's the one where they kind of are in like the prison jumpsuits, and
Mm.
I don't. They have kind of that style too, where it's very upbeat with a lot of MIDI in it, from what I remember.
Yeah. I really vibed with a lot of Third Eye's releases. They were doing their kind of girl crush style, doing it really well. Like Out of My Mind, Queen, Stalker, all were really good releases, I thought. But then then comes that thing where it's like, well, there's a couple of songs. They obviously don't have a massive catalog. And some of these groups, it's like they have like one or two releases, so it's going to be kind of hard to judge compared to
Yeah.
those with big catalogs, right? But I would be like, yeah, I like this, but I'm not willing to put it into the above the I like category because I feel like God tier for me is going to be reserved for like a very select couple, and then I love will be like really well
Yeah, I
established
guess we should
artists,
have
you know?
clarified how we feel about the tier system. God
Yeah,
tier, like for me, is like the rest of my life I could listen to this group.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like this is
Like
like
if I dropped every
legendary.
other artist, I would be happy with this artist and their discography, like that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I love would be like I actively listen to their music and I enjoy most of what I hear from them, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
and then I think like how we describe 2NE1 is like the I like category. Like, I'm not completely sold on everything, you know, but there is stuff that they have that I really sometimes do enjoy listening to.
Oh, I think then that would put Third Eye in there, right?
Yeah, I would say that's where Third Eye falls for me as well, because I do, while I do enjoy them, I just still know that I could say that they're god tier. Like, I
But
love Third Eye.
they certainly could get to that point with a few more solid releases, though.
Yes.
Like they're still young in their careers, so there's plenty of opportunity, hopefully, for them to release more and more bangers, and then they can keep going up in the rankings.
And I apologize how bad my memory is with song titles. There's the recent one that they did where they had like the race suits on and stuff. I actually thought that was a
Is
good.
that not Stalker?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed their most
Yes,
recent.
sir.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed the most recent release they had. I thought it was really good, and I think if they keep going with that quality, they will.
I think that's yes, sir.
Yeah, I think they keep that up. They could go in the I love category, like you're saying. Like they could definitely jump a tier.
For sure.
We have okay. So 4 Minute, I hope you agree with me. I think 4 Minute's god tier.
Whoa.
I do. I fucking love. And it sucks because I kind of discovered a lot of their stuff when they're already disbanded, but their music just like is like comes on. It's like a jam to me. You know, like Volume Up and Crazy and I Hate You and stuff. Just those three songs. Like I love every time those songs come on. I love it.
But so this is going to be my thing. So those songs, those three you mentioned would be the ones that I go to as well. But is that enough to judge a whole artist on to put them god tier?
Their whole catalog. I do.
Right? Like, are you bumping the deep cuts from 4 Minutes?
No, I'd probably not
album?
bumping the B sides from 4 Minute. That is true. I think I just seeing I just instantly had the volume
like
up.
like when they hit like really hard for sure. But
Yeah.
I couldn't put them at a god tier status because they don't have like that expansive and
I jumped the gun a
impactful
little too
catalog.
quick. I just got so excited because I thought those songs just always are good. Like every time they come on, you know, like especially Crazy, like the beginning of the like they're super catchy, great songs. But yeah, I can't even think of too many B-sides I know from 4 Minute.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, outside of those three songs, I do know some of their other stuff, like other hit kind of songs they have, but nothing super like B-side.
Yeah.
Would you agree on I Love?
I can accept I Love. Yeah, because like those hits are like really good, and there's a couple other groups that I would put in this category for the same kind of reason. Actually, including the next one in the list,
Nine Muses.
Nine Muses. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember when I was originally making like the personal list where I had 9 Muses. So 9 Muses is, from what I remember, like they look like models, right?
Very tall, yeah.
Yeah, and I do remember it's very sexy style from music video and stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of the second gen groups are gonna have that vibe, but yeah, Nine Muses had like that run of title tracks, like it's like Dolls, Glue, Wild. Wild remains one of my all-time favorite K-pop songs. So that's why I'm straight into like I Love for them. It's like they're not god tier, but they're definitely in that like second level because they're like 4 Minute. That when they hit so hard. It's like some of those songs are timeless.
I do remember really enjoying the video. I think it had like kind of a white background that switched over, and they had like very glamorous dresses on or something. I'm trying to remember the specific song.
That could be thousands of different
every video
videos.
From 9 Muses. I will give you this. I'm trusting your opinion that I also really enjoyed. Like I do remember enjoying what I checked out from them. My memory is just not the best with how much stuff I do check out.
They also have like some of the best uses of key changes for final choruses out of any group. Like they will always knock it off a key and just like, it hits. Like more groups need to do this in the same way that they used to.
The specific music video I'm thinking of, it's like really in my head. I'm just not describing it well. I do really like that song. And unfortunately for everyone watching, I'm terrible boomer brain with song titles unless it's like my top 5 groups, like Red Velvet, where I could just start naming like the whole catalogs and stuff. Like, but outside of that, I'm not the best at remembering song titles.
Yeah, that's okay. A lot of these are going to be hazy for me as well. So
we have aespa. I do know that logo. That A, what is it from the video? What is AI or whatever? Like,
Professor, what if I gets hacked?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's Giselle, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I do really like some of the aespa stuff, man. I don't know, like, it's hard for me to kind of. But then it's the same thing with like 4 Minute. Outside of like their hit like main release songs, do I listen to the
I mean,
tracks?
and that's they don't have that much, right?
Yeah,
like,
they
only
don't
have a few songs.
Yeah.
I find myself increasingly enjoying listening to aespa, and like I did did Next Level at karaoke and felt like I was Honey, like really just like giving it everything.
Oh yeah,
and, like,
from his radio show when he did the performance.
And I like finding myself like enjoying it, but again, it's not like they definitely can be in that level, but they're not on the next level yet.
They're not god tier yet.
For me, they fit into I like.
Okay, I can agree with that. They are very close to I love for me, because some songs like Savage and Next Level and stuff, those come on and I bump the volume, you know. It's like they do hit really good. But yeah, I don't think their catalog is vast enough yet to be an I love.
Another I like would be the next one is After School. I think After School did have some good songs, but I think they were kind of overshadowed by Orange Caramel.
Yeah, see, Orange Caramel, their subunit is like that's better than After School in my opinion.
So that's why I'm feeling like I would put After School in I like, and Orange Caramel would be in I love. You know, when they come up.
I do agree with I like on this particular case. They're another one where I do enjoy what I have seen from them, but it's definitely not like I love it.
Like and Bang and First Love, they have some great songs, but it's like when I think of the hits of 4 Minute and My Muses, which we're not going to have to compare, it's like they're not quite that level for me. But
I know. I feel like we've disrespected 2NE1 so terribly, but
look, it's happened. We're moving on. We got to be quick with this.
Now that I see this. Okay, so ANS. I don't know what this is. I don't.
Tragically short-lived. They the group that rebranded into Majors, but with only one member who now left.
Okay. Basically, I do know Majors.
Shady group from a shady company.
Gotcha.
What was the name of the song they released? They only had, I think, 2 songs. Say My Name and Boom Boom. I think they were both on the same release. And Wonderland as well. They're okay.
Okay. I don't really know them, so I'm gonna just put that. I'm just gonna put okay. And then so this is where me and you are probably gonna have like a big disagreement.
Are we?
I do really like the members and the group themselves. I've just never been able to really latch onto their music.
Wow, really?
Because I don't know what it is. I should enjoy it. Like, everything there I should enjoy. Like, Good Luck is a banger. I do like that song a lot. Good luck getting like, that is a song I really like of theirs. But outside of that, I've just never, like a Cat and all that. I've just never been able to get really into it. Or like
Heart Attack? Never. I remember you didn't like Miniskirt because you did a video for that for the main channel. I remember you and Goran both were not into it. But then the Queendom performance, you were like, okay, actually,
I liked them a lot in Queendom. Like, that made me like them a lot more. It's, but my favorite thing from like Queendom was when they did like Egotist.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's like it wasn't their own song. I don't know. It's interesting.
Did you ever hear 10 Seconds?
Yes.
The B side from Bingle Bangle? 'Cause that's a brilliant song. Okay, so I would put them in I Love, but if you're not a huge fan, I like how we haven't even said the name. It's AOA. We're talking
Yeah.
about in case
Ace of
that wasn't
Angels. Yes.
apparent.
AOA.
Ace of Angels. Yes. I would accept putting them in I Like if that's
If you will accept putting them
how you
there, that
feel.
is where they fall for me.
Okay,
They
that's
definitely
fine.
don't fall below that because I do like them. They're just not someone I actively like listen to very much.
Get Out. What a tune. Get Out. Such an underrated
So
song.
we also probably should order some of these. So what I will give them is I will give them this.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna have to do like an arrangement within the. Oh god.
Within this, yeah, I would say. My God, this is going to be so insulting right now, but I would say this is my opinion of the I like category right now.
Okay. That's fine. I'm not gonna challenge that just yet.
Okay, yeah, we can challenge this at the end. Like we can be like, hey, that's not like,
Yeah.
but we'll finish it first. Okay, A Pink. Man, Dilemma was such a banger. The most recent song they had, I love that song. Like, and I
Yeah.
do really like previous things I've heard from A Pink.
They're a love for me for sure.
They
Like,
are. I agree. I agree.
if it hadn't been for like when they kind of changed their style a bit, they would have kind of been in the I Like.
This?
Yes.
Okay,
I think
because
so.
that is my placement.
Because like I'm So Sick, Dum Dum, and Dilemma are so good, and even that's discounting like LUV and Mr. Chew and so on. Like so many good songs from that old catalog as well.
Which was like percent emblem kind of thing going on. When we originally checked it out on the channel, it was not my style of song, and then grew on me so much, and now I love it. So it's like it's one of those things where I had a full switch on my opinion of it.
A patented Hoden switcheroo.
Yeah, because now I love that style. Like it's I embrace that song. April. I do know what this is. I know I've seen it. I just like can't.
La 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 la.
Okay, yes, and my opinion of it isn't strong though. Like
so, April's early music is cool, but not like spectacular. But their last releases I thought were really good. Like the Da Capo, which is their 7th album with La 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 as it's titled. That's a really, really, really good album for me. I also was a huge fan of Now or Never, which is like a follow-up summer song that they did. But given that I'm not a massive fan of apart from Oh My Mistake is another huge. That's 2018, I think. That was a brilliant song. But those ones alone maybe don't pull up the whole group as a whole beyond the I Like point for me.
Yeah, I couldn't put them above that because I don't know well enough.
I'll have to play some of the B-sides from Da Capo because it's a really solid.
But
really
I will
solid
agree
project.
with you to give them an I Like.
Okay.
Because I know if I didn't like something in that category, I would definitely remember. I definitely vividly remember more the things I wouldn't put in that category than I would. You know what I mean? Like you remember the stuff where you're like, that's not for me.
Yeah.
Aras?
Arias.
Aria. Oh, that is like an I as a column in the middle? Okay.
Yeah, so they're kind of descended from Nine Muses in the what became of that company, and kind of got treated like shit and didn't come back for 2 years after having a pretty solid debut. And they still kind of exist, but some of the members left, and it's a bit of a shady situation.
Okay, this is another shady one.
I think their music is okay. I wouldn't put it up. It's definitely it's not my type, but it's just okay.
Gotcha. I will just judging by I know your taste, I will just agree that they are okay.
Okay.
I'm certain if that is your opinion of it, that I would not just be like, oh man, I love this group or whatever.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay.
Oh, very good. Okay, I was trying to
They
figure out what the label logo was.
They have that breakdown, right, where it's like,
Angel.
I love.
Great song.
I love that song. I love that song. I could put them in I love for that alone. I don't know what the rest of their catalog is really.
I mean, very good. They spent their whole career being really underrated. Okay. I think they have some pretty good songs. Like Angel is definitely a highlight of theirs, but they have some other really good songs as well. I think I like.
Okay, I just love that song, but yes, I'm sure from the rest of their catalog, I probably should just. I'm gonna plop them like that.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
I'm gonna question any of the in tier rankings at this point. I'm just gonna let it happen.
I that song alone, Angel, is a banger, especially that breakdown with like the bass going with the da 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 da. Like it's so good when that happens.
Yeah.
Am I doing that right? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Like... Yeah.
I mean, I can't go up that high.
It's like a whole it's like a whole ascent they have. Just
it's
perfect when it happens in the song too. Bestie,
yeah, formed from the parts of the members who were in EXID at debut, who then left and then ended up in Bestie, and had a much less established career as a result. Yeah, I was never a huge fan. Their music isn't bad, but it's...
I know I've checked them out. The name's super familiar to me, but the fact that it's not like leaving a lasting impact on me is gonna probably make me think that it's not my type.
Yeah. Excuse Me, Love Options, Pizza Pats.
Oh, yeah. I do. Okay, Pizza Pat. I do know that. I do remember that one.
Yeah, I think they just fit into the okay tier for me because, like, again, they're not my type.
Okay, I will give them okay, but they probably personally are not my type from what I'm remembering. But I'm not gonna be like so strong on that I won't put them in okay. Billy is. Billy. I do really like Billy.
Yeah.
They're strange.
Like, they are. They're a little bit different in their style, their concept. A lot of their music is pretty interesting. Makes some interesting choices.
I like when a group leaves a memorable impact on you.
Yeah.
Even if it's not always like I love this song or something. They do something different enough that I'm like, okay, you fit your own unique kind of square over here in this whole genre.
For sure. And a big fan of some of the members as well. Suwa, back from her days on Pretty Rap Star. Suki obviously has had such a huge impact to the point that she's on Knowing Bros now. She's absolutely killing it.
Oh, that's
over
dope.
here. And Suyeon as well from Girls Planet. I know a group that I've met personally, and they're all super nice, which is going to impact my ranking somewhat.
I can't put I loved just yet or anything like that.
It's the same as Esper, right? It's like they're good and they can definitely ascend further at some point, but they're going to be in I like for now.
Yeah, I like them. I'll go with that
much. Okay.
That much. That much.
Okay.
I do really, from what I've seen from them so far, I do really enjoy it. And there's the one where it has kind of the Christmas song in the beginning. It
actually is that Christmas song. It's like Snowy Night or something.
Yeah, I thought that was a great song.
Yeah, I think Flipping a Coin is the name of my favorite song of theirs.
I think I give them that high of regard to just because they've left a lasting like impact as far as how different they came across to me from what I'm normally seeing.
The music definitely stood out. It's definitely.
Boy!
Here we go. Next. Here's a spicy one.
Me and you're gonna have to fight on this. I think they're God tier.
Do you really?
I do. And that purely the first releases alone, I give them that. You know, like I think Whistle, Boombaya to like Playing with Fire, As If It's Your Last. then
it's
I
just so difficult for me because
do like I
I
don't.
really liked I really enjoyed listening to those songs when I like at around that time, like 2017, 2018.
We have to disregard our opinion of like
We have
lovesick
to remove the fandom
girls. Yes,
and
and
oh, I was gonna say the fandom. 'Cause the
well, no,
fandom is
yes,
a
the
big deal for
fandom.
me.
I understand. We'll have to do that with BTS as well. We have to kind of remove our opinion of some of the fandom things,
Yeah,
and then just think purely
of the
of the
music.
impact of their music.
Or just how much we like the music. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing, because I don't actually think most of their songs are not very like good from a musical perspective. They're very like simple, right?
God, I fucking love it though. I love the
But
like club
but they do
banger.
hit, yeah.
Yeah.
And while I don't like every single one of them, and that's the thing, I can't co-sign putting them god tier because I just it doesn't sit right with me.
You can't put them
but
god tier.
but if that's what I would put them okay personally.
What?
That's how far they've fallen in my estimation.
Just because of like I understand. I don't like Ice Cream. I don't like Lovesick Girl. I didn't like the last album.
They've just fallen off for me in a big way, and like even now going back, because I remember my old favorite Blackpink song used to be "As If It's Your Last," and then when the Square Up EP came out, I liked all of that. I especially liked Really, but even now going back to it, it's kind of boring.
Forever
like to me, the songs haven't
great songs, dude.
they haven't stood the test of time for me. I listen to them now and I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's so like formulaic.
I still like see you later, boy. See you later. I still love some of those, dude.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy.
Oh my god.
And like I saw them live and I had a great time watching them live and stuff, but they've fallen off for me in a big way.
Pretty Savage was good from the last album. That was like the one kind of redeeming quality of it. I understand how recently they haven't been my favorite, but
I think it's the other thing. It's a similar kind of deal with 2NE1 for me, where it's like the songs aren't great, but the charisma and the ability of the girls kind of carries them. Like other groups doing those songs it would suck. But they're so good.
They have so many songs that come on and I'm like, oh my god, I can listen to the whole first like album release.
So if you can put it in I Love,
you will give me I Love with it. Okay,
I'll give it to you. But yeah,
I want it to be stated that. Do you agree with this?
Fine.
I want it to be stated
not gonna fight it.
For me that I feel they are god tier, but I will, for the official podcast agreement between me and Oliver, I will give them I Love because they did fall off for me a lot recently.
Yeah.
The last album was not my favorite. Ice Cream was they did Sour Candy with Lady Gaga, so I don't know.
I actually quite like Sour Candy.
Do you? Okay, see, that was like one of my less
that's a Lady Gaga song. We can't give them that.
Yeah. Man, they have so many good songs though. I'll agree with this for now. We'll move on this. But yeah, God, man, I love Blackpink. I think for me too, it's just because that was like the initial group when we checked it out on our channel and stuff.
Yeah, they're gonna have significance, but yeah.
Black Swan. Oh, I do know what this is.
Yeah.
I do know. Okay. I do know the song. It's in my head, kind of.
Take me away.
It's not my type. It's not my tempo.
I did not like the debut. I just searched Black Swan to remind myself of the name, and of course got the BTS song instead of the group. What's the one they did recently? Close to Me, I think. Yeah, Close to Me. I actually quite liked.
Okay.
I liked a lot more than the debut. That it had very kind of like classic second gen vibe. If they stick more with that than what they did for the debut, then I'm for it. So for me, they would be okay.
Okay, I will agree with okay. They probably fall under not my type from what I remember, but I will go with okay. Since I'm not sure of this new song that's good of theirs, so I'll have to check that out and refresh memory. Bling Bling. I know what this is. It's like in my mind. I'm just it's always easier for me if I could visualize like a favorite member, and
Yeah,
stuff like
because the
that.
song GGB, um, Oh Mama, I think they did as well. La La La. they're
Mm.
like they're pretty good. But like again, they're not good enough to stand up within the I likes, and they're not bad enough to be something I dislike listening to. So they just come into okay for me. I
Yeah.
mean, their highlight for me is that they appeared on a show with Signature, so I got to know them, and they seem nice, and I hope that they can have more. They haven't had a comeback in a while. I think it's been about a year.
Well, yeah,
So I
there's
hope that
some
they
groups
can
on this
come back soon.
list that are not together anymore.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
but we'll
We've
still
already had a
rank
bunch.
them. We'll still rank them as far as our opinion, just overall of the
I mean,
whole
it's easier
catalog.
to rank a group that's had its whole career and is disbanded than it is to have one that has only just started, right?
Yes,
Because
but
you
me
can.
and you, I know we were gonna have a on a recently debuted group that I have a high opinion of,
Uh,
but we'll see what we can agree on with some of
okay.
those. BOL4.
Pull for.
I know this group. You guys have shown me them so many
Well,
times.
now it's it's actually technically a soloist now because it was formerly a duo, but one of the duo left, so
Yes.
now it's just An Ji-young.
It's the
Um,
guitarist that left, or is it the
yes,
other? Yes, it's the guitarist that left.
yeah. So the vocalist is left. I mean, she has one of the most iconic and recognizable voices in Korea. Um, and she just released a new album, title track Soul, which I really enjoyed. The album itself was really really good. Um, for me, it would be an I like. It's not like I don't go out of my way to listen to Ball 4, but I do really enjoy a lot of their songs or
I
her songs.
agree that I always liked them when I listened to them.
Take me to London,
Yeah.
Paris, New York City.
I
That's a
I
classic.
I remember always enjoying them when we saw them.
And of course, the performance we just watched on Queendom, Min Young and Hyolyn did was one of her songs.
Mm. Oh, okay, that's that. God, those are some
To my youth.
deep cutting lyrics that
Hell
BOL4
yeah.
has going on there.
She's felt stuff.
Bodo Pass. This name is familiar to me, but if I
But
can't
Pass,
think.
they stand out because they are a group riddled with bullying scandals and controversies.
Oh,
I mean,
wonderful.
obviously, a lot of these groups have had controversies. But we're not going to consider that as like how much it impacts
Yeah,
rankings
we'll
and
go
whatnot.
purely from musical standpoint with everything.
Yeah, Butter Pass, they were kind of very like girl crushy, like sexy kind of. This song called Flamingo.
Yeah.
I guess this might be on the tier of not my type. This might be a first not my type.
Oh, not Dashabit. Hold on.
You wouldn't dare do that to Nata Dalshabet.
I will agree. The name is familiar to me, but I can't think of a single thing. Oh my God, Momo just biff jumping in the background.
Did she? Oh, she's walking out in shame.
Yeah, I'll agree with that because if I don't even remember a little bit, kind of what I saw from them, so it probably falls under not my type. That was kind of my same opinion with like Arias and some of that stuff. It's like I know I was shown it, but if I'm not remembering it at all,
Right.
it's probably like not my favorite. Dalshabe. I always say this name like wrong every time.
Yeah.
I am gonna say that this is like in the I like for me.
And I like for you. Yeah, I think for me it would kind of be on the boundary between I like and I love. Similar kind of deal to how I view. Actually, yeah, it is similar to how I view like Nine Muses and A Pink and AOA, in that they have titles that I absolutely adore, but I'm not always going through the catalog and bumping the deep cuts in the same way.
Yeah.
I know again we have to detach how much I like Subin and her solo music as well, but yeah, something like Joker is a timeless classic. BBB as well, another classic song. So I like it. I definitely can accept putting them
Okay.
there.
Because there's some, yeah, like later that have like biases of mine in them, but the catalog will be what we have to judge it
Yeah,
on, you know.
we
It's
will
like,
do. Obviously, after the girls, we'll do a boy group one, and then we'll do a like a biased tier as well at some point. So that will be fun.
well, these next two actually are quite interesting, but
Mm,
I'm gonna do this, and you can tell me if you agree.
okay. Wow. Big. I mean, I'm not gonna disagree.
I love Brave Girls. Especially it's not even because of Rolling. I would honestly say that's not like my
Mm.
favorite song of theirs.
No, no, no,
I
for
always
sure.
say the name wrong. Chima Param or whatever.
Hey, you got it. You got it.
Is that is like the perfect, just like this is a summer banger. Like when you put that on, just like that song.
Yeah.
Like there's something wrong with you if you don't enjoy that song. I was
Yeah.
just gonna say like it's
I
great.
think in the way that 4 minute songs get you like, oh, this is badass, like I'm fucking feeling this. Brave Girl songs be like, hey, party,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
just kind of shameless good fun. And I think even though the most recent songs, I think like Thank You and After We Ride, I think we're kind of underappreciated for their artistry. Um, I personally would have put them in I Like, but I'm more than happy to have them in I Love.
I love Brave Girl. I'm
Okay.
yeah. If you'll agree
I
with
mean, I
love,
love
I'm
Brave
gonna
Girls
put
too.
them there. I think they're above I Like. I think they've done enough to be above the I Like category for me.
Fair enough.
The hardest part is the order of it. It's like, do I like A Pink more? I don't know. You know, it's
Right,
like
right.
it's hard to tier that kind of together.
Yeah.
Brown Eyed Girls is oh man. God, I just can't not think of like Fire in the Hole. Like the
Warm Hole.
second, like.
How can you not think of Warm Hole? Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Like
I
I
mean,
don't know. Like that's the thing. I don't know where I put them because I do enjoy Brown Eyed Girls, and I do think they're really unique.
mm,
Kind of from what I remember, the videos are just like really take you aback too. I'll let you kind of opinion on this first.
I mean, for me, Brown Eyed Girls would definitely be. I consider them in the same way as I do like a group like Nine Muses, where they fall into the I Love category for me.
Okay.
They were in the same way for you with Blackpink. They were one of my first groups. And I remember buying their album on iTunes, the Sixth Sense album,
Is it
and just
Abracadabra?
yeah, that's a classic, of
Okay.
course.
I
Um,
will give them this because of that and the choreography and stuff.
I think the raw ability they have can't be understated either. Like Mirio is one of the best rappers the industry's seen, like period, and she's a songwriter as well, of course. Jaya and Guyan are incredible vocalists, and Nasha is
See,
also present.
guy, my love of her is like easily putting this in the I love category. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like
And
especially like the
they've
solo.
also done stuff that's just kind of cool, you know. They've had like positive like LGBT representation in their songs and videos and stages and stuff, and they've just like they've done a lot that I feel like deserves acknowledgement.
I do respect them a lot. That's why I don't have a hard time putting them right there. I
Yeah,
do
and
feel like
and for me,
that's
like, songs like Six Sense and Kill Bill is just like they're so good, so good.
I think they're unique enough to the that they stand alone to kind of be
Mm,
put in a place like that because they're one of those groups I've always remembered them since I've seen them like
yeah,
lasting impact on the like you're like okay I'm not gonna forget what this you know like after you see it.
yeah.
Bugaboo.
Bugaboo, bugaboo, bugaboo. Hey,
If I'm remembering, it's cutesy, right? Like
sort of, kind of like not dissimilar in vibe to like Stacy or Ive or something like
okay,
that.
but
Like
it didn't leave the impact on me that Stacy
no,
has.
I
So that's
I
the
so they're from Ryan Jin's company, right? So he's going to be producing all the. They're actually having a comeback like imminently, which will be their second release. I think they're solid. They have really good members. Unshay and Sean from Project 48, I think are the ones that everyone will know, especially.
I
But
don't think I can put them in I like. Would you do okay?
yeah, I think okay is fine. I wasn't crazy about their debut, but I did enjoy it. I think they definitely have potential to have really strong releases. They have a lot of talent, so see what comes next, kind of thing.
Yeah, I can't give them I like just yet. They would have to have something kind of that really like
Yeah,
is memorable to me. Busters.
I was wondering what logo this was. Is Busters okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Busters. um. Oh, they're so cute. Bless them. Busters
You
obviously
must
is
let go of your opinion of the members. This is
they.
music.
Well, I mean, they've had multiple lineups. They just had another release with a different lineup. I guess they would go in okay. Because songs like Grapes and Pioneer are actually pretty good. But nothing to write home about.
Yeah, I do remember them actually. I'm just remembering a video in my head right now. Yeah, I'm okay with them. Like I
Yeah.
said, when I do put something in, I like it. There has to be even one thing specifically that's just like so memorable to me that I haven't forgotten it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bandit, right?
Yeah.
Um, okay. I did like Bandit. I remember.
Bandit are good and
Yeah.
completely. They're finally having a comeback. It's been 2 years. They're finally having a comeback. God knows why M&H, which is Chang'a's company, kept them in the dungeon for so long.
From what I'm remembering, I would do something kind of like this.
Yeah, I think that's completely fair. That's kind of where I put them as well. I think they have some really really strong releases. There's a lot of talent in the group. Really looking forward to the next release. The concept teasers look cool. And yeah,
Yep.
good.
They
Stan Bandit, basically.
they get a thumbs up. They
They get a thumbs up.
they
Yeah,
get
good job, Bandit. You're doing great.
Camila? I don't
Camilla,
know
yeah.
this.
I know the name. I could not tell you a song, so I guess this will be our first don't know.
don't know. Okay. Well, it had to be one. There had to be somewhere in there. There's so many
Yeah.
groups. It's like, okay, I like know what this next image is.
It's Celeb 5.
Yeah, Celeb 5. Like, I know what it is, but I can't really have a strong opinion on it from what I remember. Like, it has that comedian in it, right? Shin something.
They're all comedians. There's a bunch of
Okay.
middle-aged women. Yeah.
Okay.
They did that song. I want to be a celeb is a cover of that Japanese pop song from like the 70s.
Oh, okay. I do know exactly what that is. It's okay, and maybe not my type.
And then
like,
they also did a ballad where Sungi from Oh My Girl like coached them on how to like look ethereal into the camera and stuff. It's funny and given what it is, which is a bunch of not singers, it's not half bad for that. I'm happy putting it either in okay or not my type. I don't mind.
Okay. I'll give it okay. I did
Yeah.
remember thinking the music video was really entertaining and enjoying the
Yeah,
cover they did.
it's just fun.
Yeah. Oh boy, you want to talk about opinions of a group because of a member? Like Bora, here's where you are right here. You're sitting right there in that concert.
Let's leave the list here. We don't need to do the rest of the group.
I'm gonna. Oh man, you wanna do? I think they're gonna be something like this for me.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think I remember I liked Cherry Bullet at debut. I wasn't like crazy about them at debut, but then Love So Sweet happened, and that was just so good. And then Love in Space is also really really good, and that those albums are both really solid. Members have changed and whatnot, but they're really really capable, and I think hopefully they'll keep getting better.
Yeah, I've always really liked them when I've checked them out, and Bora is like very much influencing my decision making as well. Like I could put Bora if this was like a biased tier list, I'd be putting Bora.
Well, when we
top
come
tier
to
right
that,
now.
we'll
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I can't put them ahead of AOA because I give AOA enough respect that I do think
Right.
they're better. So
It's funny
it's
that
like,
they're also from the same company, so there's kind of like a
oh,
a
that's funny.
seniors
I didn't know
juniors
that.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't put
Yeah,
them
I think that's
ahead
fair.
of those three in the I like category.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh my god, Chase Soul is one of my favorite biases. So now I've got like
Signature.
Chase Soul. You're sitting right here just not. Maybe it's kind of like the same thing, but maybe like behind Billy for me.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, I love Signature. Signature is a group very close to my
I
heart.
could put them
People,
kind of right where Cherry Bullet is, but I'm gonna. Billy is so much more impactful to me right now
hmm.
with what I've checked out recently.
But I loved outside of the fact that like I'm like close on personal level with the members.
I will give
The
you this, because Chase Soul is just like,
God Chase all,
yeah.
but I really liked how I love that when their music is like people will call it noise, but that doesn't. It's not obviously not noise music because that's something very different.
It's the
But
beeps and boops. What is that?
yeah,
Like, what is
no,
that?
but it's like they're able to put together a collection of sounds in a way that's not abrasive, but there's like so much going on. There's so much to gain from it.
Hmm.
Um, I did think with when the members changed, it was kind of harder to get back into them for the last EP, but I think with a different vibe, they still do really well. There's some great songs on that album. Yeah, I think it's hard not to put them anywhere else for me. I think where they are is perfect.
Now I'm looking at the in tier ranking. I think I'm gonna have to do like that.
Okay,
Does that work for you?
sure.
Yeah, I do because I was just looking at where Bandit was, and I was like, but yeah, I give them where I place them. I agree.
Yeah,
Like I like that placement. CLC. That right? Is
yeah,
that's what this is, right?
yeah,
Okay.
sure is.
God, I know I'm about to get because I know we have some major CLC fans in our Discord. I
Yeah,
I like CLC, and I've
that's where
never
I'm
been able
thinking.
to get a higher opinion of it really than that. Like I
Yeah,
like Black Dress, it's a good song. Helicopter, it's a good song. Like I do enjoy. It just was never like unique enough for me to
see,
like.
those are the songs that I like less from them. I prefer some
Okay,
of
yeah.
their
What
other
is this?
ones.
They have a song. We did a react to it, and I can't remember the title. That was kind of less famous, but it did have a music video, and I thought it was better than those songs I just named.
Could be
But that could be
No.
anything. Yeah. But yeah, I
No,
can't
No
put
was the
them.
great song, the one that Seon produced. Devil, and then some of the older ones like Oh, the debut Pepe, I think is really really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, Pepe
Um,
is a good. They have a song with like Goblin in it or something, right?
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin's a good one.
I know, I
I like that. I
know,
actually, yeah, I really like that song. I just can't. Like I said, if it's objectively good,
Yeah,
like, but I
good
can't.
stuff.
There's just the unique quality of it never jumped it higher.
That's fair. I'm not gonna. I won't fight that. I do really. I like CLC a lot, but in the same way that I like April or
As far as like
Cherry
in
Bullet.
tier ranking, I think I do like that.
Yeah.
Um, Crazy with like
Is
the
it Craxy?
X.
Yeah,
Craxy.
I was trying to figure that out on the logo. That was my
Blueberry's
guess.
been showing me them a lot lately. In the
They
lives.
certainly have a clear project that they're working on. They've said that they've planned out all these MVs and everything, and they have these like long story driven MVs and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about the music.
Yeah, I like the concept.
Yeah.
And the storyline they have going on, like, didn't it have like the T virus case come in or whatever?
That was a lot going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the action scenes and
Yeah.
and the I like them, but they're definitely not an I love for me. I would put them like that kind of.
Are you
for
putting them
me.
in I like? For me, that I would just put them in. I would okay them.
I will give you okay, but I will do like the top of okay kind of for it.
Okay. Apparently, you're not allowed to dethrone 15.
Yeah, I guess
like,
15.
nope,
They're just
we're
there.
not
Like,
moving.
they're good. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, they haven't made a huge impact on me. I do know that Blueberry really likes them. He showed them me quite a bit in the lives. Yeah, they haven't yet dumped above that kind of I like okay category for me.
Yeah.
So Kpop, okay.
Yeah.
They are like,
Ready?
and they have that one where they do like the karate kick. I actually think that's better than the jumping
Yeah.
song or whatever.
FM and Saturday Night. Yeah, good songs. But
Good.
yeah. It's just fun, right?
Yeah,
It
it's
was like
fun.
K-pop was like everything like 2012 K-pop kind of could do so well that you would have groups like K-pop, like Orange Caramel, who were a bit weird and would just do songs that weren't. They were just fun. Just have a good time with it. They're kind of cheesy and camp and just a good vibe. Yeah.
It kind of falls for that for me.
Yeah.
It's
fine for me.
Yeah, it was entertaining, but it's nothing like impactful to me when I remember it.
Yeah.
D-Holic.
D-Holic. Yeah, another group I know and I have definitely have listened to, but I couldn't tell you the names of the songs so much. I remember them. They did a song called, was it Chewy Chewy? I think.
I know from the name, I've checked them out, but like I said, it didn't leave like a lasting memory for me. I'm with that. I'm not gonna say it's not my type or whatever. I would say like I don't know when it's something I can't remember that well.
They definitely never had much success or any massive exposure or anything. I remember they have some interesting concepts.
I'm gonna change this to don't know, such to like don't listen.
Remember.
Or yeah, remember. Like don't remember. But I know I've checked it out. I just like don't remember it perfectly.
Please put the apostrophe in there. I'll cry otherwise.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it falls under don't kind of remember for me. It's not don't know, I just don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Davichi.
Give me a call, baby, baby.
I do remember Davichi.
I mean, they're an iconic group, absolutely iconic. Still going strong today. One of the members actually, there's only a duo, obviously. One of the members just announced she's getting married, so congrats to her.
Her whole career isn't over? No, just.
I mean, they're not idols, right?
Yeah.
It's different. I mean, yeah, incredible singers. A lot of ballads, a lot of OSTs, but also some pretty cool songs. I want to actually, again, a group I listened to back in 2011. That's how long they've been going for. So, again, I don't go crazy looking for their music, but I mean, I guess we can put it in either at the end of I like or in okay. I'm happy either way.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah,
I did like them, but I can't put anything in I love unless it's like really impactful to me or something, you know. DIA. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is one of those groups, what is her name? It starts with a CH.
Chaeyoung?
Chaeyoung, yeah. One of the most ridiculously beautiful human beings to ever exist.
Yeah.
That is what I remember of DIA.
She is the creator / pioneer of the ending fairy.
Yeah.
The whole thing of leaving the camera on a member at the end of the song and everything all came from her in a performance of, I believe it was actually of Sunmi's, was it Sunmi 24 Hours on Produce 101? It might have been. It was definitely on Produce 101. I forget which performance. I think it was that one.
She was also in Produce 101. Okay, I really have.
She's in IOI.
I really have to watch that show now.
She was very much in IOI.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I think Dia have had really good songs. I think Woo-Wah was my favorite one of their songs. They actually just announced that they're we're going to release their final album in August and then call it a day, and their contract ends.
They're still active though, right? Because I follow her on Instagram and she still has like the DIA thing in her profile and stuff.
Yeah. Active until August will be the.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, they definitely have some good songs, but not like super crazy ones. I think.
Okay then, I guess.
Yeah, we can okay him.
I'll do like that. I feel like I did Bugaboo kind of dirty. So, but I like Bling Bling more. But let's get A and kind of down there. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, BM.
Oh, okay. This has to be our first God tier, right? Do we agree? Do we agree on God tier?
For me, there would be I Love, but I wouldn't be against putting them in God tier.
This is a group I listen to maybe more B-sides than I do even the main releases, which is if I'm listening to like your whole albums and stuff, then you're God tier to me, because then I'm
I think that's fair. And honestly, I don't know what it is. I think Spotify doesn't like giving me Dreamcatcher songs very much. But every time I watch concerts and listen and stages and stuff, I'm always like, oh wow, shocker, Dreamcatcher are really good.
Yeah.
Big fan of the members, big fan of what they do as like in their personality and stuff, the way that they are as people.
Their catalog has enough switch up between early and later.
Yeah,
stuff too,
it does.
It's interesting,
Because I think if I was thinking of like my favorite Dreamcatcher songs like Silent Night and Sleepwalking would be, and There Was No One Left and stuff like that. Those would be the ones that kind of reach the top for me. All Day Long as well, more recently.
Even the self-made video
really
ones
good.
like Sahara and stuff like that. There's like, I enjoy like the self-made MV ones, and then the title tracks, are still amazing, like Boca and Scream and
I mean,
Deja Vu.
Thinking about it,
thinking
about it, I can't refuse it.
Okay, so we will give them the God tier. This is our first God tier. It took a bit. We got there. When I first made my own list, I knew like Blackpink was gonna be like a disagreement on the God tier, because I knew your opinion kind of over time.
Yeah.
But Dreamcatcher, yes. At least we were able to agree on that, because I was gonna fight you for that one. Dream Note. Okay.
Dream Note. This is a tough one, because I feel like for you, I feel like it's going to be like, well, Ghost is incredible.
Yes,
but the rest of it discography is kind of meh. No.
I want to put them in I Love, because I love that song, but I can't, because the rest of their catalog I don't love. But what I am going to do is like that.
Wow. Okay. I'm not gonna fight that. I love Dream Note. And I'm more of a fan of the catalog as well, especially Bittersweet and a B-side. I think anytime there's a B-side of there's an album track, I should say, that if there's a group that I really like, I'm always like, this puts them higher in my estimations. It's not just the titles I'm judging. It's like there's some really good other stuff out there too. So yeah, I think
if they keep going like Ghost, they will be in my I Love category if it keeps progressing like that.
I hope so.
Elris,
now recently rebranded as Alice. So with one of the prettiest idols in the whole industry in their group, in the form of Bella, who now goes by Doa, but who she looks like Narvis. So when people were like, wait, this AI character in Esper's videos looks like an actual
she looks
idol.
Like the AI of one of the members. Which one?
No,
the novice, the god one or whatever. Yeah.
She looks like that. Elris's music is pretty good, but it's not like incredible. They're about to release a mini album. They released a pre-release for it, which was a ballad, because they went over 2 years without a comeback. So they released a kind of "Hey, thanks for waiting" kind of song. They left their company and rebranded.
I thought the Nature wait was long, but fucking 2 years, bruh.
Yeah, Bandit, Elris, Dream Note are all groups that we've waited a very, very long time for.
Okay, you think then?
So okay, yeah. I think I'm really looking forward to the mini when they release it. But for now,
maybe something like that.
Yeah, Jackpot is a great song, but yeah.
Oh,
Everglow. Forever, let's go.
For anyone who doesn't know, I have the highest opinion of Sion, the leader of Everglow.
One of your lesser known biases, but one you do like.
If we were doing like she's god tier, but I will. Oh man, will you give me this for La Di Da?
I love La Di Da. You know I love La Di Da,
Yeah.
but I can't get behind
Adios
that.
is great.
I
Bon
don't
Bon
like I don't.
Chocolat.
Boba Chocolate is I don't really like any of the
I know
other
your
songs
first
that
wasn't your
much.
favorite.
But the album that La Di Da was on, I'm a big fan of like that whole album. But it's just like it's one shining gem in a pile of mediocrity for me.
Here's so my problem with Everglow is I love their title tracks, but I don't like listen to anything except their title tracks. Like, because when I've
Right,
checked out their B sides, it's usually way different
right.
from like their style in the title. Like usually, like I think it was a ballad that came out with La Di Da or something like that, or was
There's one
that
at
with
the end, I think.
first?
Uh, it might be
But I
first
remember
actually.
like one of it's like super upbeat, like, and then you go to the next song, and it's like a ballad, and I was like, oh, okay, this is a vibe switch going on here. Like,
So then you can't put it in I love. You know in your
how
heart
about
you
that?
can't. Okay. Yeah, like La Di Da is so good that it's like in the same way with Dream Note, really.
La Di
Like
Da is like
Ghost is
one of
so
the best
good.
songs
Yeah,
in all of K-pop for me. So
yeah. La Di Da
it's a great
is
song.
so good. Yeah,
If their catalog had more of that, it would be like a god tier for me.
yeah,
That's like the best like synth wave kind of style that I've
yeah.
heard.
But between that and Yuha, I think that's like the peak of synthwave in K-pop for
This
sure.
is EXID, right?
Yep.
Um, I love EXID.
Yeah,
I think
me too.
they have incredible consistency in their catalog too of just great
Yeah.
songs.
For a while for me, EXID were in my top three groups. I think now that more groups have debuted and I've listened to more groups, that they're not quite as high. Um, but yeah, a really solid catalog over
What's
their
sad for
career.
me is like towards the end of them kind of, well, I know they're not disbanded, but
Technically, yeah,
technically, but they kind of are or whatever. But towards the end, they're like do 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 do, you know, like to like to the kind of retro hip hop style release after that. Like they were getting like even better in my opinion.
yeah.
Like they
It's only the last song I wasn't a big fan of Me and You,
okay.
um, but yeah, before that, like I Love You, and Lady, like really good songs, of course. And then that's not to discount like the classic hits like Up and Down and Ah Yeah, and then other songs like Night Rather Than
Oh yeah.
Day,
Oh yeah.
B-sides like Boy, like yeah, they have a lot of great songs. And again, obviously a really great, just a group that's really good to watch outside, I guess, if you consider, we shouldn't be considering content or anything like that, or just
Yeah,
or
because Hani is like an incredible content machine of
I
like
mean,
just
and
being
like, and
entertaining.
Helen is one of the weirdest people the industry has ever seen. Like, they have a really good vibe with them between them. But
I
Pasolji
objectively on
and
their
Helen are
music
incredible
alone,
singers. Ali's a great rapper.
I think they are in the I love category off of music
Yeah,
alone.
for sure,
I really like their music.
for sure.
What is this now?
Fanatics,
Fanatics. Okay.
Fanatics. You will be aware of the three members who were on Girls Planet: Doa,
Okay. Okay.
Chiai, Ryan, and Doa did pretty well. Yeah, I mean, they have some good songs. The subunit song "Milkshake" is probably my favorite, but "Sunday" is a good song. "Vavi Girl." Uh,
This for me is a don't know, but I'll
Kiss
from
me
your
like a
opinion, it sounds like you
Sunday,
kind of think
I'm
it's okay.
into it. Yeah, I think they'd be an okay for me. I've been waiting for. They haven't done anything in ages, and I was hoping that they were going to do something after Girls Planet, but they didn't for whatever reason. Not
Don't
yet.
capitalize on free publicity.
No. Um. Yeah,
what
solid group.
what is this next one?
I don't know. I was looking at this one from the start, and I can't tell.
I'm gonna really zoom in on this. So we have looks like a heel with like a swirl of a foxtail. Well, we're just gonna put that there.
Yeah. Foxy?
So
Is that a group?
I don't know. Yeah. Is it a group? You just looked up Foxy and it's a thing?
I don't know. Should I look it up? No?
Yeah, I've never. The emblem almost looks kind of like the Twice emblem thing, but it's not obviously. So you see what's next, right?
Oh, Fiesta. Oh,
I will give you. We'll have to meet in the middle. I did like them, but we'll have to probably meet in the middle or something because I feel like you love them, and
I love Fiesta. Yes.
and I feel like I like them a lot, but not the love kind of like.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna fight that. I think it's fine. I suppose.
I gave you Nine Muses because I did remember thinking Nine Muses was like really memorable, but
I know. I found it. It's favorite.
favorite. Okay.
Yes.
Did you give me that for Fiesta?
Yes, that's fine with me.
I think they fall there for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, there for me.
The laddie da hard carry. Fine.
So what is your opinion of the one we put in I Don't Know then, now that you know what it is?
Yeah, I'm trying to favorite had that song it's called Loca, I think it was called. That was a really, really solid debut that people were really into. And then they released another song called Lie and then haven't been seen since.
So did that just fall in the okay for you, or is it still like not my type?
It was solid, honestly. I think it'd be the in okay, yeah.
I'll give them that then. With
Finkel.
Fiesta was JYP, right?
No.
Weren't they in a JYP thing? Never mind.
Fiesta was low end. It was the group.
Okay. I don't know why I'm thinking they were affiliated with JYP. Finkel, I know this is a legendary name and group, but I just can't remember for the life of me the song or anything.
Like Eternal Love. Now
I know they're really important to the history of K-pop and stuff.
To my boyfriend.
Because I know they're kind of like historical importance. I will go
this choreo.
Yeah, I know. I know who they are. I just can't grab it like a song out of my head. I will go with your opinion of what you think from like historical importance and stuff like that.
But we're trying not to think of it like that, right?
Yeah.
We're only just trying
this
to think
is
of
our
the
kind of
songs
like
as
personal opinions, kind of. Yeah.
I mean, as much as I think like Juhan and Lee Hyori obviously are like super dope. And I think
I know Hyori is really well. Like
I don't go out of my way to listen to Finkel, but I definitely don't hate it when I listen to it. So it's okay.
Okay. Well, because they're like legendary, I'll just kind of give them like that.
Yeah. Fine with me.
Oh, Promise9.
Promise.
See, this is another thing where I gotta not think about like a bias and then just be like objectively the music. It's sometimes a cuter style, I would say.
Less so more recently though. That was more the
recent
stuff.
ones they still weren't girl crush or anything, I would say.
No.
I really like them. I don't think I love their music. I would put them somewhere like there.
Yeah, I'll accept that. For me, they would be in the kind of upper tier of I like towards the lower tier of I love.
I do like them more than Band-Aid. And Dream Note has such a banger of a song, but I'm gonna put them above Dream Note.
For me, like Promise standout is the album with Feel Good on it, and then because some of the B-sides on that are so good, especially Weather. I have such a soft spot for Weather. Yeah, I think they're really good.
I think Promise9 has a lot of potential to go higher tier in the future for me, and I think they have the potential to kind of fit a bit of that Oh My Girl vibe in the future.
Yeah.
If they stylistically the thing is, Oh My Girl is so good at being able to switch it up on you, kind of. And
Yeah.
I don't know yet if Firmus is gonna be able to switch their vibe that much.
Yeah, Fromis don't have the same like oomph with like the rap line and stuff that a group like Oh My
And
God
the vocal
does.
talent of like Sungi and stuff is just like
Yeah, yeah. They're not quite
it's
on that level, but they are great for sure.
okay. So this is where I can see myself getting like death threats. uh, I know the opinion is so high of FX, especially from our Discord. I like it. I'm
Okay.
not sure I love it.
Okay.
I do like I will say like Four Walls is a banger. Like for their songs like Four Walls, okay, yeah, that's amazing song. It's a great song. Um I checked out a lot of FX. I feel like I've listened to
Lewis did a lot of work on showing you like
and I'm sorry,
Lewis,
you showed me so much of it, and see they kind of have the 2-in-1 thing with me sometimes, where like some of the MIDI falls in that weird tone category for me.
Yeah, some of it can be kind of grating. For me, again, FFX were one of my first groups again. And I remember I listened to the Pink Tape album so much. And definitely one of those groups where it's like you're considering not just the title tracks, but you do look at the whole catalog, which I think is worthy of note. I would be willing to put them in the sort of lower side of I like.
Okay.
I would not stand for them being in okay, but I understand not.
No, they're not okay. I would never put them in okay. They're just not someone I actively listen to so much that I can put them in I love, for me.
Yeah.
I would give them fair. Like that.
Okay.
I think
I probably put them just under Fromis personally.
Yeah. I do know I listen to Fromis 9 more than FX actively.
It's a crazy thought in hindsight, but yeah.
Which is crazy because in the lives I think I've heard FX's entire catalog, really.
Yeah. Must be close to it.
Yeah, they are really good, but they're not an I love for me. Four Walls is great. I will admit that song is an all-time banger. Grayish.
Grayish.
God,
Let me see.
I just know that FX opinion is gonna be that one that like, makes someone fully pause the video and just be like, "What the?" I feel like they're that legendary, kind of, you know. Which 2-in-1 probably from the start made someone stop the video.
Grayish are really cool. They have some like Kitty Kitty, Blood Night, Candy are all good songs. They're actually from the company that my dear friend Shion is from. She did actually recently pass the audition to get into, so maybe that informs my opinion a little bit. But they're really good. I think they haven't had enough releases, enough exposure to be above okay. But I have enjoyed a lot what I've heard of them.
Name is super familiar to me, but I'll give them okay.
They also had a
something like that, maybe
funny run-in with Signature.
Oh, really?
When Signature first Signature didn't have a fandom name for like a year, and then they finally, after their 1-year anniversary, revealed their fandom name, which was going to be Sillove, but in Korean it's written like Sillop, which can be also read as syrup, and syrup was Grayish's fandom name. So they had to change. So they had to change it, and it was a whole thing.
That seems to happen a lot lately.
It happens.
The
time
fandom
to time,
things being too similar to another, like the logo's too similar, the name's too similar.
It happens.
Yeah. I laughed kind of when it happened in JYP. They got bad about like it was NMIX and ITZY were like too similar or something, right? But I was like, they're in the same company.
I know.
It's like if JYP wants to do that, it's like what? This next one is another legendary group, obviously.
Yeah.
I really like their catalog, but I think they fall still kind of like that for me.
Yeah, I
I
think.
would probably put them above actually Everglow and AOA in my opinion from catalog, like thinking of how many songs of theirs I do enjoy.
Yeah, I think like the Apple Margot run is really good, and then they also
Mm-hmm.
have like the hits like Navalera and stuff. But again, Different is a group that have had a lot of great titles, but I've never found myself really vibing with a lot of the deep
Yeah,
cuts.
I'm not thinking of B-sides, but I am thinking of, they're the first group that kind of made cute really digestible for me because the vocal talent was like really interesting and then the upbeat style of it. Like
Yeah,
Magusa's 2, Novelera, and like Glass Bead, I believe it's called, right? Like
the debut. Yeah,
there's just like a style to the music shift that they have in it that makes it
it
cute,
has a very
but it's really
distinct
entertaining.
distinct version of it that's very much theirs. Like they add like the orchestras and stuff that they
Yeah.
use really does make it have a pretty uniquely them sound. Um, but it's not something I go crazy for. But
Novelera
definitely like
starting is one of those things that's just like, oh yeah, like you know,
yeah, like
like you're in
Navalera
it,
and
you
then
know.
Fingertip.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, they have had some great songs, but
Time
again,
of
they're
the
not.
Moonlight or Moonlight,
Yeah,
yeah, they have great songs. Yeah, I don't think I love them though. I think well,
yeah,
I love Mago, but
yeah. Apple and Margot are a bit different,
If
but
it was all like Mago, they'd be in my god tier
yeah,
probably.
yeah,
But it's like
for sure.
yeah, and I do think they are really good though because they were able to switch style without it being cringe or anything like that. Like it was really good quality when they changed their style up,
Yeah,
which I don't feel like every group could pull that off. Like switching like you on that. I don't
yeah,
think every K-pop group can pull that off. So I do give them a lot of respect for that. Idol is next.
yeah. It
I
has to be
think
God tier for me, honestly.
they are. I'm glad you said that because I was worried you weren't gonna put them there.
No, I think, I kind of like I stopped listening to Idol as much after the Sujin thing happened, just because it was kind of like this was
Annoying.
just kind of a difficult thing to deal
Yeah.
with. Listening to music with her in it, knowing that about what was going on and stuff. Um, but man, their catalog is so good. Like I've listened to their first couple mini albums, like just it's like all the way through. They have so many good songs. There's such cool musicality in some of the production. I think not only is obviously everyone knows about Soyeon and her songwriting, but I think Minnie and Uki have both shown that they're really capable songwriters as well.
Yeah. I think Soyeon's a genius. I think
Yeah,
she's a really good
they're great.
songwriter.
And what I think Tomboy is cool. I didn't vibe with the recent album as much as I
Yeah, I
have some of
know
the
that
early
that was
releases.
very successful, but is not even close to my among my favorite
No,
Idol songs.
but I mean, honestly, they'd already done enough before Tomboy
Yeah.
for me to consider them this highly.
Is it called I Burn the Hua, like the whole album for Hua or
Yeah.
whatever? I think that is like an incredible release. Like
Oh yeah.
the
So
whole
good.
package of it from
So good.
beginning to end is really great in my
Yeah.
opinion.
They,
Uh,
they they've done so well at having radically different concepts from release to release and nailing it each time.
yeah.
Like yeah.
Lion and Oh My God are amazing
No.
title tracks too. Like, oh
Yeah.
my God, the video that the start of it
Yeah,
is
that
so
video is art.
unique. The
Yeah.
start of the song and video are incredible for that. Like
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen another video from another group that does that for me.
Yeah.
What they do in that song.
Yeah, just yeah, artistry, really.
Yeah.
The like the performances on Queendom, especially of Lion and of Put It Straight, the Nightmare
I
version.
think it doesn't help that me and you have some
So good.
real like love of the members from this group too. Like
We do.
Uki is
Oogie,
awesome. Like it's
Oogie
like,
is Bay, but
yeah,
no, but yeah, but even so, like the songs are just so
their
good.
music stands on its own merit without a
What
doubt.
one I would always give a shout out to is Maybe, which is on the album that Oh My God was the title for.
Even when
Like
they did
that's
kind of the
such a cool song.
style switch, what's the one that's very upbeat summer?
Dum Dee Dum
Styles?
Dee.
Yeah, that's a fucking. I love that.
Banger.
It's entertaining as hell. Like I don't.
And their fan songs, like the one that Minnie did, "Blow Your Mind."
Mm.
I love that song. Love that. Like there's such good music in their catalog. Like yeah,
I
really good.
think what stands out specifically for me, where I really respect them as artists, is that whole I Burn release.
For sure
Puts
that
them
was
in
a
that god
really
tier for me.
big release. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I think that's one of the most unique artistic like albums I've seen in K-pop. Like,
Yeah.
and the start of it is great. It has that kind of like really sad kind of piano start with them.
That Arnyeon did.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that start is incredible to the album.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. And to take on a concept like that after what you've been doing before is such like a
Yeah,
bold
Dumdy
choice.
Dumdy was like right before that or something.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. It's like let us just let you know this is gonna be the biggest vibe switch. Just
yeah.
from,
And they
yeah.
and killed it. Killed it.
Yeah, I'm glad. I was really worried maybe you wouldn't put them in god tier, but they are definitely god tier for me. Girl Kind.
Gokai.
I don't.
With
know this.
one of my favorite stage names for a member ever. They have a member called Medic Jin.
Oh my god. Is the what?
She has short hair. You'd like her.
Oh, well, that's all you had to say.
I mean, Go kind of they're going to be an okay. They're solid.
Okay.
They have some good songs, but that's it. They're actually recently debuted in Japan, and I think they're doing quite well. So go get it.
I'll have to check them out in the live tonight to kind of some of these ones I don't know and are like not memorable for me. I'll have to refresh.
Yeah.
GSD.
Yeah, this one I'm looking at the logo, and I'm kind of like I've seen that before, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in donut because it's like is it the female version of God was like the first thing that went through my mind, but it's like, okay, so we got the big one here, we got the Holy Grail.
Wait, it's not Girls' Day, is it? That can't be the Girls' Day logo.
Is it Girls'
GSD?
Day? You know, it might be because I'm not seeing anything else.
It fucking is as well. It's Girls' Day. Jesus. Okay, I'm glad I caught that. Yeah, it's Girls' Day. Okay, I'm a Girls' Day. Great. Like,
okay, so they're the one who have the is president title song or whatever, right?
Female president. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that video.
Banger. Banger.
I think the thumbnail of that video might be the most memorable
Yes.
thumbnail.
I know exactly
K-pop
what you're
history.
talking about.
I do like them. I will put them like here.
Okay.
Is that
I can
agreeable?
accept that. Yeah. Not gonna complain.
I do know that they are memorable. They have a member I really like. Is it
Hyeri?
Yura?
Oh, Yura?
Is it Yura?
Hyeri's the one with the short hair, so I thought that was
Hyeri's
gonna
the
be
one
her,
with the
but
no. I think it's Yura, right?
Yura, yeah, she is a member.
I don't know why that member. Maybe that's the member in the thumbnail, and that's why it's memorable. Yeah. I'll give them. I'll give them an I like though.
I mean,
I do like them from what I remember checking out.
Something, I'll Be Yours, Ring My Bell, and then of course Expectation. Yeah, banging song.
I'm
banging
glad
song.
You looked it up because we would have just I don't know what that is or whatever. And people at the end would have been like, "Are you high?"
Yeah, I have to admit that. Yeah, that's not the logo that I think of when I think of Girls' Day.
Their logo looks like something like AOA would use.
I don't know, but I'm glad that we checked.
I don't even.
And now we
need to
can carry on.
ask on this next one, right? Like this just goes right here, right?
Yeah, actually, nothing needs to be said. Like
Yeah,
we can
like,
just. Yeah.
I won't even accept comments that disagree with this in the comment section. I'll delete your comment if you disagree with this.
even if you try to consider SNSD outside of any kind of legacy or impact or anything like that, just from song to song, like they're all so good.
It's incredible.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like Into the New World is like one of the most timeless debuts you're ever likely to hear.
Listen,
Like, that
if
song
you
is still timeless to this day. Like, I mean, that's what timeless means, right? But G obviously has its place
it
as a piece of iconic, like,
G is perfection, because
pop perfection.
I think
Yeah.
I would hate that song in any other. Like, I don't know. How do I like that song? That's like, when, you know what I mean. Like, that's
Right.
how good it is. Like, how do I
Yeah.
like this? Like,
Yeah, like,
it's
I remember, like, yeah, listening to G when I was like, oh, I was into, like, alt rock, indie rock,
Mhm.
and stuff. Like, how could I have gone to that and been so okay with it? I mean, The Boys was my first Girls' Generation song, but and my first K-pop song, but
It's so digestible. Like, that's how good it is. Like, I don't like.
mm.
I don't the. G G G. I don't. It's so
Yeah.
good. Like, I can't. There's nothing I
Um,
can look through their catalog and just be like, that's garbage or something. You know, like they're.
Yeah, and there's songs that I don't like as much. I mean, I was never a big fan of Party, but I'm not mad at it when it comes on.
The thing is, just like some groups when we talked about later, like difference between early and later catalog, there's like Lionheart and
I love Lionheart.
yeah, they just have
You
some.
think, and then All Night, the 2017 one, and well, no, we're considering subunits separately, I guess. But I
Yeah,
mean,
does it count for Lil Touch? Because Lil Touch is a
Little Touch I would kind of count, but maybe
it's a
TTS I
great
would consider
song.
separately. I
Lil
don't know.
Touch is a great song.
A great song.
Yeah, they just have too many. Genie and what is the one that has kind of the James Bond like outfit
Oh,
going
who?
on? Yeah, dude,
Trouble,
love it.
trouble.
Like, they're just when I think of like amazing SM choruses, Girls'
Yeah.
Generation just has an endless supply of them. It's like,
Yeah, they really embodied like what it was to be a girl group, be a K-pop group. I think, yeah,
I Got a Boy.
they, yeah. Oh God, what a
Like,
what a
dude,
crazy
I can't
statement of,
stop. There's too many to, like,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
There's-
They're a perfect girl group, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think they fall in that position for me right now too, of just
yeah.
like they're taking the crown right now. Um
Got the Beat is next. How?
I this
I mean, how is this in here? Like, it's one song.
I think
We're
that's just like okay for me.
Yeah, like, we're judging. I mean, the thing, like, the song is okay, right? But it's like,
Yeah.
the
You had
members
like
in it
so many
are
of my
undeniably
favorite.
incredible.
Yeah. The
And they
singing in
could
it
have
is
delivered
amazing.
something
Like
cooler.
Wendy's vocal line in it and stuff. Like, Taeyeon has an amazing high note in it. It's just
Yeah, it gave me the dance break I always wanted to see with Boa, Sulgi, and Hyeon. But
I don't know how they had all that together and it doesn't fall in I love, but it's just it's
yeah,
not that great.
yeah, just a cool thing. If they ever do more stuff, fucking give it to me. I want to
Yeah,
see more.
I want them to do more. That's
Yeah.
undoubtedly.
Yeah.
Gyugadon is I know who they are because of Sejong, so Sejong's like here, like around there, you know, but I don't know where it falls for me, really. I don't have a high opinion, really.
The overwhelming urge I have to put it in Not My Type because their last song was called Not That Type. I'm not that type.
One of their title songs was Gugadon or something too, right? Or like,
No.
do they just say their own name in it? I can't.
Maybe. The song is like The Boots.
Yeah, I really like God Sejong, but I can't put her I can't put God Sejong alone to carry this group out of like.
No, I really liked Not That Type. That was a song I really enjoyed, but I'm not crazy about their songs.
I'll give them an okay that is better than Got the Beat.
Yeah, like, and Sejong's great. Mina is great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay from what I remember.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
GWS.
I love GWSN. I'm gonna put them like here. Here.
Wow. Yeah. Honestly, I can't disagree with you. Like, GWS was one of my most one of my most listened to artists last year, and they're just really good. And they again, it's a
You
catalog
sent
thing
me
for
down a
them.
rabbit hole during the lives with some of their like B-sides and stuff too. They're
Yeah,
awesome.
they have. That's the thing. It's really like it's wall to wall quality in their albums. It's not just solid title tracks, but they have a lot of really good and really cool songs. Like songs that, since the style of which you don't hear that much.
Mhm.
Songs like Tweaks, and stuff like they have a lot of really cool songs. I really hope that we can get more music from them.
I'm just the blinks in the after this. I just rated GW Sin higher than Blackpink.
I mean,
um, yeah, but I think as of like right now, current opinion, that is my opinion of GWSN.
yeah, I think if Judo-san can keep going, and hopefully they do have more releases, I think it's kind of getting a bit sketchy. The company really seems to be struggling. But if they can have, at least finish a 7-year contract and whatnot, and really with a few more good releases, they could easily be in a god tier status for me, just in terms of how good their music has been.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think because
especially
they're
the
unique, they fall
first
in
three
such a high
albums.
category to me. Like
Yeah,
unique is
really,
an
really good.
important quality. I feel like to
Definitely,
stick out.
definitely.
High key.
High Key, yeah, they had one song so far. They debuted a couple months ago.
Okay.
Is that was that the Athletic song, or is that something else?
I low key don't know high key, so it's like, yeah, no,
uh, yeah, Athletic Girl. That's right. It was an okay debut.
okay, all right. It was an
Yeah,
It's like it's very
wasn't bad.
much okay.
Actually,
Okay,
for a completely new good group from a company I never heard of and stuff, it was better than I thought it was going to be.
okay. Well, then I'll give them above got the beat.
I'll be happy with that,
uh,
I'm sure.
what is this in Hangul down here?
Hashtag.
Hashtag. Oh, it has the hashtag emblem. I see it. Okay.
No, I can read Korean, Hogan. Yeah, hashtag. Hashtag cute.
Cutesy.
That's about, that's about all I'll say.
Is
Yeah.
it like very okay
I'm off
cutesy?
them as well. Yeah, just
Okay.
like solid, fun.
I'll put them
What
above
was the
got the beat for
name?
now.
Name
I'm just gonna keep sliding further and further back.
I think did they disband? They might have disbanded. Yeah,
Already?
just keep fun. Hashtag. I think they debuted like 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. I thought this was like a newly debuted group, and you're just
No,
like,
no,
oh,
they,
and they're
they're
just not together anymore. It's like,
no,
which
I
not that
think
that doesn't happen. What was the record? There's like a 7-day
I
group or
think.
something.
Oh God, yeah. Solia. They I think they debuted like just before the pandemic, and then
Oh, that's unfortunate.
yeah,
That's just horrible timing for a
real.
group that's not on like a
I
major
think maybe they
3
debuted in
label.
like late 2018, and they had like one extra release. I can't remember exactly. I wasn't a huge fan, but I remember it was cute and fun.
Okay. Um. So I'm gonna put this where I think it belongs, and you can tell me if you agree.
Okay.
Just I listen, Wiggle Wiggle. I have a obviously we know how I feel about Wiggle Wiggle. I am going to I do like their other songs.
Okay.
How do we feel about that?
Yeah. I'm not gonna fight it. It's not where I would put I would put it towards the lower side of I like, but
Wiggle Wiggle alone could put them in God tier for me. So this is like me begrudgingly giving them a different spot.
yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, Wiggle Wiggle is the anthem of the Twitch lives. Every
Yes.
single stream is ended by
It is
playing
my
Wiggle
life
Wiggle.
anthem.
Yeah.
My
If you're ever driving around in California and you just see someone pull up blasting Wiggle Wiggle, then you know that
It's me.
You know who that is. Yeah.
I'm probably the one person in California who does that.
Yeah. I mean, they have had some other good songs as well, and they have cool members and stuff. But yeah, it's not like I don't go out of my way to listen to like Mysterious or Wiggle Wiggle or I'm Ill or anything.
You
like
don't
that
go out of your way to
over
listen
some
to
of them.
Sticky Sticky?
Sticky Sticky is great, but
If outside of Wiggle Wiggle, if I was giving my honest opinion of like the rest of their catalog, it's like somewhere around here for me. But
Yeah.
Wiggle Wiggle is gonna put it right here. Sorry, hold on, right here. La Di Da is gonna keep Everglow in that spot. Yeah, I can agree to I like a lot. Okay, this is like a I God tier love like Everglow.
Yeah,
So that's because of Wiggle Wiggle alone.
that's fair.
So we have HIL.
Hi L, yeah, another group that just debuted at the end
God,
of
I can see in the
last
future
year.
a whole cluster of disagreement we're gonna have.
Oh, Tutu, I like you too much. I actually really fucking enjoyed that song.
Okay,
I
but
remember.
so is this one song good enough to put them above okay?
No, but they're in like the higher end of okay.
Okay. They're like I don't know that song from memory that you're talking about, but I will
Oh,
give them like
it's just really fun.
something
It's
like
actually
that.
pretty solid. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. We're gonna fight that.
What is this?
Hinapia. So this was the group made up of former members of Pristin.
Oh,
That
okay. I know Pristin, but I know that didn't have a good end to it.
well, neither did this.
Okay.
So they debuted, and they actually really liked their debut. There's a song called Drip, 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 Drip. Yeah, actually, I really liked it. And then they disbanded like
Okay.
right after, like a year after.
So they had a debut and they disbanded after their debut.
Yeah, it was good though. Again, definitely on the higher side of okay, but
Higher side of an okay debut.
Yeah, but can't put them in like a
like that.
Honestly, I put them like ahead of Arias at least.
Okay. I'll do that. I don't remember ever checking them out.
It's a good song. It's a good song.
Hot Issue is the one 4 minutes label, right? Cube?
Yeah, the former Cube CEO.
Okay, that's what it was. The former guy who formed 4 Minute or something made Hot Issue.
Which is funny given that Hot Issue was 4 minutes debut song.
Like a sniper or something, right? Like it was very girl crush.
I'm a famous sniper.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
It was very girl crush at a time when girl crush was being like shoved in my face 24/7.
Yeah.
Which maybe it was better than I give credit for. I just was tired of girl crush.
Yeah. For me, I listened to this and I was like, yeah, this is not my type right now. And now I feel kind of bad because they just disbanded.
I'll give them that.
Okay.
I think they're okay.
That's fine.
I think that as far as Girl Crush went, I do remember it, which is a good thing. Because if it was like the really bad, I remember it, it would have a bad memory for me. I do remember enjoying the video kind of and stuff, but didn't she actually squat with a sniper rifle and shoot at something or something? It was like way over the top. Yeah, that's sad that they already disbanded. Because maybe they could have. I think their voices were interesting from what I remember and stuff. So, but yeah, I could put them in Not My Type because it was not my favorite Girl Crush release. But I'll give them okay.
Okay.
There's a lot of okays going on here. It's like the. What is this? I'm gonna zoom in.
You're gonna laugh when you know what it is.
What is that? Do you know what it is?
I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, maybe I'm not sure. I thought it was IOI at first, but actually,
no. I think IOI. I saw their emblem somewhere down here. Maybe let's move on from that one.
No, it must be IBI then.
IBI. What is that?
The group made from like the B. Yeah, it's IBI.
Okay.
IBI.
I don't know this one.
It's a group made from the members who placed just shy of reaching the final 11 on Produce 101.
Okay, that's gonna definitely fall in like a okay category for me, or not my type.
One of the members is Kim So-hee, now of Nature.
That changes my opinion drastically.
as well as the legendary Han Hyeri, Lee Hae-in, uh, Chaekyung from April. It's a solid group. Their music wasn't amazing. And
So
they
maybe
only
like,
existed
will
for a few
you
months.
give? Would you give them something like this or something then?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
kind of like mid. Okay,
yeah.
I chillin'. Hey, I
I
know what this is.
chillin'.
We just checked this out.
Yeah, so Iceland had a solid debut, and they just had their first comeback. Play with Play Hide and Seek, and on Play Hide and Seek's album, they had the song La Luna, which is an absolute banger.
Okay, I liked
Um,
their debut that I checked out, and I really liked the like cover performance thing we checked out too. So they're
yeah, they're
talented.
good group. A group that I met face to face a couple weeks ago. Nice girls. um,
Upper
did that.
okays maybe.
Yeah, I think I want to see. Yeah,
Or you
maybe
said they
like
have an absolute banger. I mean, if you want to give them my like, I do like them from like talent and
no,
debut
like
perspective.
looking at the other groups that are there and at the top of OK, I think they rub shoulders there. Definitely have the potential to go up if they have more.
So like,
If they release more stuff with like
I
La
would,
Luna
I
on
would put
it.
them like maybe above Korean pop and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's fair.
ILY1, Illy
I
one,
think I think it's Illy one. Yeah.
Illy one. Okay.
um, this has Ririka from Girls Planet and Chongqing, also from Girls Planet, on it. In it. I remember people were really excited about their debut, and then I was kind of meh on it. It wasn't bad, wasn't great. So just
I know this. I know Illy one. I know that I just saw this. I think me and Katie watched this together. Can you name me the song?
Love in Bloom.
Ah, man. Is this the one I'm thinking of? I
I
think
don't
I've
think so.
seen this group and I think I actually liked it. I think it was kind of
They
up.
did an It's Live cover of Pretty You by 17, which always puts things up in my
If it's the
expectations.
group I'm thinking of, they are in the I like category, but kind of the bottom right now.
Wow, okay.
If it's who I'm thinking of, I'm not certain.
It doesn't strike me as something that Katie would be into.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if it was because the reason is because we checked out a group that had members from Girls Planet who didn't make it in it. And I think they were who you were just naming.
Okay.
You know, let's do like that or something. I don't know
Yeah,
that I could. I don't think I could say I like just yet.
that's where I'd put them.
Now is IOI.
Now it's IOI, yes.
Yes. Oh man. Ah no 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 no. Dude, you have Sejong, you have Somi, you have Chunga, you have. I mean, oh my god.
Dion, Yuja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like how many legendary like idols can you have in one group? So it's like,
But
their
but
music is not my
how
favorite.
good how good were they in IOI compared to how good are they in
Yeah,
their
and
other
wasn't one of their songs just like
pursuits?
a cover of a famous song? What a man, what a man,
What a man, what a man, what a very good man.
Yeah, I mean, it
Yes,
was,
he is.
yeah.
I mean, slaps.
I do like the no nub 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 song, but it's like
Yeah,
it's not
it's not
amazing or
something I
anything.
go to always. Yeah.
Yeah, like upper okay,
Okay.
like maybe like that,
Okay.
something like that. I think. I love all the idols that are in IOI. I think they're all great individually,
Yeah.
but I don't think IOI itself was like that amazing from what I
Yeah.
remember.
I can agree with that.
Okay, so me and you're gonna have to fight about this because I think as of now, I think ITZY's God tier.
I mean, you'd be wrong, but
I
listen.
last two album releases put them here for me because
The last ones
I
have
like
been
the
pushing them
whole
up.
two
as well.
last album releases. I like everything about it. I have the album sitting behind me on the shelf
Look,
right now.
I have like 150 signature albums in the boxes next to me, so we can't play
I
that
will
game.
only give you this. Hold on. This.
I'll take it for putting them ahead of Blackpink, but for me, it's actually I it's kind of the happened in the opposite way with Blackpink, in that I've been liking them more and more lately. Um, I wasn't crazy about the first songs. I liked some of the actually I preferred the non-titles. I like the B-sides to the first two singles more than I like the singles themselves. And then I liked Wannabe, but and then but actually I really didn't like Not Shy. I wasn't a big fan of Mafia.
It's so fucking good.
And then
Mafia was my song of the year.
but I know it was. I was there when you ranked them. But Loco, I actually really, really like. I'm still not crazy about the album. That's the thing,
Voltage.
like,
I see their recent Japanese
Voltage was
release
good as
was
well.
awesome.
Yeah,
Voltage.
I
I
like that
love
too.
the whole album of that has Mafia in the Morning in it because like Tennis and why am I so bad at song titles? But I actually liked the whole album. The Loco album I thought was good. Um, it's opposite with Itzy for me because I think I started off being like I don't really care too much because like Dala Dala was very like for me when it first came out and stuff. Like I was like this isn't gonna be for me. Then progressing on, like when Wannabe came out forwards, that I liked it more. Each release I liked them more and more, like as they kept releasing stuff. I will begrudgingly not put them in God tier. My personal opinion is they are in my God tier as of now because I love Itzy, but I will give you right there with GWSN in the I love category.
Okay.
Will you take that?
So I mean, for me, they would be in the kind of lower side of the I like category. So I think if you averaged out that with the two of us, it would come to somewhere around there. So
I almost wanted to put them in front of GWSN, but I will not at this moment.
Okay, I would fight you on it.
So. Yeah, I do.
The
like
rest
them
I can
more,
live with.
I do like them and listen to them more than Blackpink as of now. Currently.
Me too.
So that's kind of, and I think the hard part is, like, we try to leave the members out of it and just think of music, but I think people need to understand that Chaeryeong is like almost in the holy trinity of my biases and stuff. So like this is like one of my favorite biases in K-pop, and then I like all the other members a lot. Like Yeji is also one of my favorite K-pop biases, kind of. So I'm trying to keep the members out of my mind and just think of the music.
It's hard to detach.
But the thing is, their whole like outfit style that they had with like Mafia in the Morning and stuff was just epic. So it's like, yeah, I'll give them that though. I'll put it there. But let it be stated, I think they're God tier. Okay. Okay. Give me this. I'm going to tell you where I think they're going to be.
Okay. Wow, you almost dropped them in ahead of. Okay, I mean, honestly, I don't disagree that I think they absolutely have the potential to be there. I've really enjoyed both of their releases so far, but I mean, we cannot justify putting a group with two single albums in.
I go back to what I remember of Idol's debut and stuff, and Idol was a legendary kind of rookie monster group, and then but for Idol, they released an amazing debut, and then I was okay with the next release, and then after that was
really
amazing.
You're only okay with Han?
Yeah, wow. Han's okay for me. I after Han, it was amazing to me. Though consistently, Han is a great song, but it's not with their other ones for me.
Yeah.
So IVE though, for me, 11 was like the best debut I've come across, and then Love Death just skyrocketed that for me.
Yeah, no, yeah, they've definitely been great. And Royals is a good song as well, but yeah, I can't justify them being God tier yet.
No,
but
I'm gonna say right now I love them, and I'll put them at the back.
Yeah, I honestly I won't fight you with that. They've definitely been one of the fourth gen groups I've enjoyed the most, and
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to when we get like a full, even just a mini, like a good like 5-6 songs from them, so we can really kind of hear a bit of range from them in one cohesive package. I'm really looking forward to that. Definitely have an incredibly bright future ahead of
Yeah.
them.
They're in the highest tier for me right now of just like
Yeah.
opinion of their releases. So now we have Eyes One. So this is
how fitting.
I do really like Swan, and Panorama's good.
Should take a panorama.
They have good songs.
They do.
Like really good songs. There's a lot of them. There's I'm trying
A surprising amount within 2.5 years. That like
yeah.
Fiesta and Violetta.
I really like the members, obviously, from Eyes One, especially Tour and Ive and their awesome Wong Yun and Yujin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them something like top of my no sorry. I didn't mean to put them there. I'm gonna do this.
Okay. I'm not going to disagree with that. I think they have some. I wasn't a big fan of the debut. Everyone loved Clavier and Rose, and I wasn't a huge fan. Then Violetta kind of got me. Wasn't digging that many of the B-sides until the One Reeler Act 4 album, which is the Secret Story of the Swan release, because the song like Sequence on that is really good. For a group that was so purpose built to be a Korea Japan thing, their Japanese songs are ass, which is a shame.
Yeah,
well,
the
actually,
quality of the audio was different.
The mixing, it's like why is it? There's good songs in them, but like I don't know why it sounds
like
so
the
bad.
AKB48 engineer took over the
literally.
mixing.
That,
okay, so
that is
why.
literally what happened. But AKB's music does not sound that poorly made, so I don't understand it. But
I think Panorama to Swan to Fiesta,
anyway.
Those are three super like really good title releases, and I think if you have that many really good title releases, you're in that upper echelon of kind of
for sure,
because that's not easy to do in K-pop to have just like super solid releases like that.
Jewelry.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, and it's literally shaped like a diamond. I think I just got like dyslexia for a moment there. So
man,
Jewelry. I know who Jewelry is.
Yeah, I mean this is one of the older groups, first gen or sort of 1.5 gen groups. They have that baby one more time.
I remember them, and I remember just kind of being very meh about it. But...
Yeah, they're just like they were good, but nothing like crazy.
Upper OKs.
Yeah,
like something
just in the OKs somewhere.
Like
yeah.
Okay. So like we have with some of these, I will put this where I think, and you tell me if you agree.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
la 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 la.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, I just got a little too excited.
No.
Song, but
I get it completely. Like,
yeah.
Kara have some of the best title tracks out of any girl group in K-pop ever. The one you mentioned, Mister, but like also Step, Lupin, Pandora. They have some really, really, really good songs.
Yeah, I think their music videos are really memorable too. They had a really interesting aesthetic mix with the songs and the MVs and stuff.
Yeah,
the pants for the for the what is it, the butt dance thing they do? La,
yeah.
la, la.
But and Mamma Mia is another great song. But again, Kara's one of my first groups in a group that I really like, but they're carried by the strength of their titles, and I'm not that crazy about the albums.
I got a little too excited because I do love the video and song, but I think if we're being objective about it, like maybe like
I would absolutely put them at the top of I Love.
Okay, you'd put them at the top. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Will we agree on this?
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with that.
I'm having a hard time taking GW Sen out of the top of I
Yeah,
love, but
that's completely fair. Completely fair.
I do, yeah. I got so excited that I just threw Kara
Yeah.
into God tier right away. But
Honestly,
yes,
but yeah, like if it was a title tracks only thing, then they absolutely would be
yeah,
in God tier. Like they have some of the best girl group songs you're ever gonna hear. It's like Step is still one of my favorites of all time. But yeah, just as an overall thing, and then they also kind of their debut wasn't great. Break it. I mean, it was okay, but kind of took them a while to really hit their stride. And when they hit their stride, it was fucking amazing.
yeah.
And then they kind of petered out in a kind of sad way, which wasn't
I
great
think
either.
they're one of those groups. Every time I've checked them out, I've always just been like surprised, like, oh, I really like this. Like
Yeah,
every time.
it's so hard not to like those songs, honestly.
Kimbo.
Okay, Kimbo. So Kimbo is
Oh
two
god, I just saw what's
members.
after Kimbo. Oh no.
Kimbo is two members from Speaker, who you may remember. We actually, Speaker did songs like "You Don't Love Me,"
Okay.
yeah, and Akimbo are a self-produced duo who are still running their own thing, and they are really good. Honestly, the music is really good. Incredibly good singers, really fun, kind of like more old style,
The
not
name
like
is
retro.
really familiar to me.
It's more like they do more kind of like that kind of older like it's
I'm
retro, but it's not
certain
synth
I've
pop, you
checked
know.
it out, but just my memory is
I'll
failing me.
I'll, I'll I'll jog your memory on it because it's really honestly songs like "Scandalous" are so scandalous.
Off your
They're really really good.
opinion, would you do something like in the mid I likes or something?
Yeah, I would put them just after CLC
Okay,
personally. They're
something
really
like
good.
that.
Yeah.
Dude, that Very Good Angel song's so good that I want to just like smooth it up dramatically, but I can't do it off of one song, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to refresh my memory on Kimba.
Really good stuff.
If it was only Warada, it would be like here for me.
Yeah.
But I do.
They have Mask.
Yeah, Mask is good, and it's really good. Mask is legitimately a really good song, and the bass is an awesome bass line. I'll give them like there, maybe above IOI actually, and above I chill. Like
Okay. Okay.
How do you feel about Kepler?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have pretty similar opinions on them, right? Is that I think there's a lot to like in the members,
Yeah,
and there's definitely a lot of potential for them to release really good music.
I'm gonna put
Um,
this like okay slash need to see more, like
yeah,
because that's how I feel about Kepler. I need to see more to form
yeah,
more of an opinion on them.
yeah. I think that's fair.
Mask, if they're like more like Mask in the future, then yeah, they're definitely going to be one of those groups I really like. But
Yeah,
I just like Wadada was just like not that great to me. I don't know. Do you? I just don't care for that song that much.
no, me either.
There's just doesn't do anything for me. And that's just I understand why it is enjoyable for some. It's just not for me.
Yeah,
Con.
Khan is a duo of members formerly of the Arc, who's a kind of tragically short-lived but really really talented group. I've shown you a lot from Jong Yujin. It's a really
Oh,
good
okay,
singer.
okay. Yeah.
She was in the Arc, and in Khan was Yuna Kim, who is also on I'm Pretty Rap Star. They had a really good song called "I'm Your Girl," and then I think that was like their only release. Solid, but nothing
In okay.
spectacular. Yeah,
It's like maybe there.
yeah.
Um, Laboom. Okay,
La
so
Boom.
I've from I off of like vocal talent, I have them. I would put them very high because
Oh, Soyeon is an incredibly good
Their
singer.
vocals
Yeah,
are very high tier. Their music is what I'm trying to remember more. So I do remember how talented vocally they are, though.
yeah, yeah. La Boom. I think musically they're probably a group that kind of hasn't always lived up to their ability. Um, but I do have really liked a lot of their songs. There's a lot to like in their early music. The kind of mini Brave Girls moment they had with Journey to Atlantis. And then they have songs like Love Game. I think I recently showed you the dance practice where they're wearing those like lilac suits.
Yeah.
In a dirty love game.
The thing I just always remember about them most is that they were really, really good singers.
Yeah, they're a really good group. Probably kind of in the lower side of I guess.
Okay. Like somewhere like that, probably.
Yeah.
So we have Ladies Code.
Ladies Code, yeah.
It's, Ashley, right?
Yeah.
And then of course I know the story of this group and stuff, so
yeah.
I've checked out a lot of them. This is another one where Lewis has really shown me like their whole catalog on the lives. They have the song that starts like kind of Spanish guitar. It's a really good song.
They have a lot. They have a lot of good songs. Ladies Code.
I think personally, from what I remember, they are in the high I likes for me. Like,
yeah, I think that's where I'd place them as well. I really like some of the earlier song. I think my favorite song of theirs is Pretty Pretty. Yep, oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, Sojung again. If we're talking about vocal talent, Sojung is an unbelievably good singer. And yeah, they have a lot of good songs. Galaxy again. That the way that beat comes in.
Yeah, they have a lot of really good songs, and I've heard a lot of like diversity in sound from their music when I've been shown a lot of it. Like,
yeah, in their early days, as Five, they were kind of a bit on the weirder side, kind of kookier, quirkier. And then after everything, obviously their music kind of took a change in its style, but they have some really, really good songs like The Rain, Hate You, Set Me Free, and Galaxy as well, obviously. Yeah, really solid group.
They're definitely high tier like category for me.
Yeah.
Leisha?
Pink label and Chocolate Rain, like really, really sexy. Like boobs and butts everywhere, and like really...
I mean, God, there's a couple groups I think of when you say that, because
to the point that you're watching it and you're kind of like, whoa, okay.
Oh, so it's like girl crush level when...
Yeah, like
okay.
close to that kind of
I think I know
level.
what you're talking about.
I remember when I showed you one of them, you were like, oh God, what the hell is this? Like, because, yeah. Honestly, the songs are quite fun, but nothing spectacular.
So it's kind of like that Kpop thing where you just like enjoy it, but it's not really...
Yeah.
So I'll put them like next to Kpop maybe then.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we just saw this.
Yeah.
Let's set a film. I'm fearless. Unlike Ive, where I just have like the highest formed opinion right now, I would say this is in the low like for me right now.
Yeah, I did enjoy the debut EP as a whole after we listened to it, after we did the reaction, and I remember saying that I was curious to see what the album was like, and I ended up liking almost all of it. There's only one song on there that I didn't really care for.
I
some
saw,
cool
I
stuff.
The B-sides, I did like it, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I think I had too much anticipation for what it was going to be, especially because
it was
the
very
Trent
low-key.
Reznor style like music.
That intro.
The intro song is my favorite thing. You shared it to me. The
Mine
intro
too.
song is the best part of the whole release, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like,
not just because you have Sakura whispering Japanese at you.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's not because that's amazing and like this. It's not the Trent Reznor MIDI with Sakura whispering Japanese to you that makes that song. So, now you're changing my mind. Now I think I love it.
It is good, but it's maybe, again, a group that would
too harsh to go low.
Grow.
Maybe like something like that. Like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say it's need to see more. Like kind of opinion on it.
Yeah.
I think I like members in it too much. Like Sakura is one of my faves, so it's kind of hard to be harsh on them.
Yeah.
Lightsome. Okay, so I know some people like I know Nicholas and some Discord members are a big fan of this group. I don't remember very well what I've seen.
Mm. The debut was okay. It wasn't anything spectacular for me, but the follow up,
It's not
Vivace.
Vivis. I'm just kidding.
it was that was better. And there's members in the group that I really like, especially Nayoung. Um, and they also have one of they're first of all they're a key
No,
group
I'm
for
from
the
like IOI and
no different
okay, not
Nayoung.
the leader of
But
IOI or whatever.
from
Okay.
another Produce 48 alumni
Okay.
group, including Chowon, who was one of the members rigged out of the final lineup. She would have placed sixth.
It's sounding very much like a high okay.
Yeah, I think, and they are literally about to have a comeback in a couple days. Teasers are looking great. Looking forward to seeing how they do. But yeah, solid and a lot of potential for sure.
So now we have lime soda.
Lime soda, great. One song of theirs, Wave, I really like. That's it. Can't tell you anything else.
I remember checking this group out and I remember thinking kind of like somewhere around like here.
Yeah,
Was like
I'm not gonna fight that one.
Okay. We have a legendary one. We have an awesome one now. We have Luna. So let's see if you agree with me on this. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
You know,
Okay, we need to clarify a few things, I think, for Luna. So, are we considering the entirety of the Luna project,
I
like
am considering
subunits,
Heart Attack
solos?
Chew, which is my favorite release in
Okay,
this. But does that not count?
because it's kind of different.
I
Is
still
it
love
different?
Luna.
Like, I'm just trying to think of to try and be consistent with our
I think I
own
need
rules.
to. I think I'm more like this with the XID.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you?
Yeah, I
You?
think.
How about where it is right now?
I mean, I would take everything from EXID and shift it up past and ITZY, but I know you're not going to accept that.
I will have to agree on the ITZY position
Yes,
because I was gonna put them in God tier.
yes, I understand. So I think Luna is okay placed there. Yeah, I think if I'm looking at especially looking to the left of them at A Pink, and the XID, I'm like, yeah, I do really like a lot of Luna's songs. Would I take them over the ones I really like from A Pink or XID? Probably not.
I'm trying to think if Brave Girls sits there for me or not. I do really like Brave Girls, but I think I'd probably listen to more Luna than I do Brave Girls.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, I do. As I delved more into A Pink and especially Dilemma, I do like them a lot. And then EXID is like legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that for now. Maybe we'll at the end. Maybe we'll have a different opinion on it.
Yeah.
Lovelies. Okay, this is a tricky one because I love Miju. Yain from Lovelies is like my what would you call like ideal type?
Yeah.
So I Obliviate is a great song.
Yeah.
They
have some really, really good songs, honestly.
Yeah. What is the really famous cutesy one?
Achoo!
It's a great song. I hate cutesy, but I do really.
Yeah, you can't not.
I really like Lovelies.
Yeah.
I think they're really like them like that kind of.
Yeah, I think that's a very, very agreeable placement for me as well.
I
would want to give a shout out to Dream in a Dream from the Obliviate album, their last album, sadly. That's a really, really good song.
Yeah, I think they fall there good. Lunar Solar. I know
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
we actually kind of recently revisited them on a live, and there was a scene in a bathtub that stood out to you, and in the music
Oh,
video.
I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know exactly what it
Um,
is.
they have a couple of again, they have members I really like, but I'm like kind of met on all of the
Did
songs.
they also have the one that had kind of like the old school vintage style in the music video, with the outfit and the hair and stuff?
Possibly.
Yeah, I think that's who it is. Yes, yes. Okay, I know that one as well. Okay, so upper okays, lower
Yeah,
like.
upper okay, I think.
Okay, like maybe IOI above that. Like
Yeah,
majors. Okay, we were just talking about majors earlier. I know majors.
yeah,
It's kind of a lower like upper okay for me again, personally. But I
yeah.
know you agree with
So
that.
the music is very kind of EDM festival, which
Mm-hmm.
is like not something I go out of my way to listen to, but when I hear it in the right mood, I'm fine with it. Yeah.
I just saw what's next.
Mamadol. Well, yeah, would you kindly reveal to the rest of the class how you described
I
Mamadol?
listen. It was just this was how my memory worked, and I remembered it as the MILF group.
The
Okay, I
MILF group.
did. It's very attractive mothers in this group. Okay,
Yeah.
um, they
Including
are.
a member from After School, a member from Jewelry, a member from Wonder
It was
Girls.
actually a good song, from what I remember,
Yeah,
and
they're solid.
it was entertaining. Upper okays again, I think.
Yeah, again, it's like a one song thing, right? So we can't. There's only so much
Yeah,
you can say about
it's
it.
definitely in the I need to see more category kind of that.
Yeah,
All right. This is I don't think we can fight about this. This is god tier.
yeah, I have to agree. Um, I
I know
I
you like
do.
earlier stuff more, right, than the later
Yeah,
stuff.
and it kind of pains me that we've had so little Mamamoo as a group for the last couple of years. We've had they've been ever present, and they had like their sort of a best of album and stuff. But since like after Queendom, we had Hip, which I wasn't a huge fan of, and then they just kind of kept doing solo stuff and like doing different things here and there, and like it's all been cool. But I'm just like, man, I want another proper Mamamoo. Oh no, they had the Dinga and which
Yeah.
I wasn't crazy about
I
that.
love Dinga. Dinga, Dinga, Dinga,
It's
Dinga.
still good, but yeah. But the merits of the earlier stuff,
Their
what's it
catalog is
like?
god
They have
tier.
yeah, like Decalcomany and
Yeah.
Decalamani,
Taking the
and
money to the double just the
yeah,
beginning of it starting is just it's god tier. I
yeah.
don't mind.
Between that, yes, I am, and You're the Best, and Piano Man, like
Mm-hmm.
there's some those first couple albums. So yeah, they're
Hey,
so good.
piano man. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
I think
really
their
good.
catalog is god tier, and they can't really fall below that. I think
Yeah, and just like in like the raw ability of them as well, like the vocals, the rap, like
they
just
might be the
the
best
performance.
live performance group in K-pop. I think.
Yeah, like you can watch their even like just their like Immortal Songs performances and stuff where they're doing other songs and just how they body it. Like their performance of Delilah remains one of my favorite like performances of anything to watch ever. It's not
Yeah.
their song, obviously, but like they kill it so hard. It's like
Yeah,
impossible not to laugh.
I think all four groups in the god tier right now, I think the reason they're there is because they uniquely stand on their own in the genre.
Yeah,
Each one of those groups right there, like I think that's what's kind of important about them is like
for
they're
sure.
distinctly them and they're not similar to like
Yeah.
someone else. Okay, so Matilda.
Yeah, Matilda. I remember Matilda. Um, God, I'm trying to think of their songs. I remember kind of liking them, but I can't honestly remember how they sound now.
I'm I don't know them, so if you're fine with it, I think I would just put them in like
What was it?
tomorrow.
There was some which is like a really funny title. It's like, "You bad, don't make me cry."
Like that's the title?
Yeah.
No.
You bad, don't make me cry. It's actually a really good song. But yeah, like if I can't honestly remember it, so
Okay.
yeah, we can put it in.
It's not like harshly don't remember. I'm not the
Yeah.
best memory of.
I'll have to dig that one up again because I remember being a fan of that when I was younger.
Do you know Melody Day?
Yes, Melody Day are actually really good.
Okay.
Really good vocals, some really good songs. More of a vocal group than
So one of those like more
other
really
stuff.
talented, but maybe the music doesn't live up to the talent kind of thing.
I just said they never had the spotlight really. They had a cool song with Ilhoon from B2B,
Would you put them like
the
upper
imprisoned one.
okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So okay, so now we have God tier. We got Mix. Jumping right up to we got Jiu and Dami doing cute. Are you kidding me, bro?
I mean,
I
Mix's songs were not bad.
Could put them
They were not
in
bad.
the really high okays,
Yeah,
like somewhere like that.
yeah. I mean, we're judging only a couple songs, so it's like
Yeah.
hard to say more. But yeah, and this, again, we have to try and think of Minx.
One of them was
purely
a Dao
in
Shibe
isolation.
cover, right? One of the songs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We have to think of it like purely and just like with no knowledge of them becoming Dreamcatcher.
Yeah.
And just like, okay, it's only.
I think we would have put them
only
upper
Minx.
okays if they were only Minx.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
think they would have fallen there. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Jiu and Dami doing cute is legendary on its own. So it's like,
Yeah.
Miss A. Okay, I have to not think about Joy's Hush cover.
Not to think about the original of Hush.
No, I know, and the original Hush as well. Just because Susie is also there, which is just like, dear God.
Yeah.
I really like Miss A, and I think they fall kind of next to Hello Venus for me. Like, hold on, like right there.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Bad Girl Good Girl is definitely one of the best debuts of all time.
Yeah, they're one of those really good early JYP kind of sound.
Yeah,
groups,
it's definitely like not perfect, and like they didn't have like the most consistent career, but Only You actually is a really good song as well.
Can we put them
Breathe,
above
Hush.
G Friend? I don't know about
I don't know.
that.
I don't
Maybe like that.
Yeah,
And I don't know. Ladies Code is better.
I think Ladies Code is better as well. Yeah,
CS,
Maybe.
and I think From Miss 9 falls kind of like that for me.
Okay.
I think that's a more like, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I think that is better, and I think
Okay.
FX.
Oh my god. Oh, I thought you were gonna lower them.
No.
That...
I think FX was too low.
Okay.
For kind of how good they are. Even though it is our personal opinions, I do somewhat take in kind of the importance of the group into factoring.
Yeah.
Momoland is surprisingly really good.
Why is it surprising?
Well, I think because they have a style that maybe wouldn't always be my favorite or something, you know, but I think it's super entertaining, especially like I know they had complaints about being too similar with their two really popular releases like Bam and Boom Boom, where the names were literally like the same amount of letters, right, or whatever.
They love a good MIDI horn.
Mm-hmm.
It does Momoland, but honestly, their songs are so fun and so catchy. It's hard not to like them.
I think they're in the like category for me.
Yeah.
And I would put them like in the middle range, like maybe behind Third Eye there, kind of.
Yeah.
Or
I'd put them up to CLC. Yeah.
I think I'd put. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we like them, but yeah, nothing like legendary or anything from it.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go. Let's just
Nature.
God tier right there, and then we're good to go on to the next
Let's move
one.
on.
Let's
yeah, absolutely.
I love Nature, and I'm gonna put them kind of there for the lead
Yeah,
right
I
now.
mean, you know how you know that I love nature too.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is so difficult for me to detach from like my personal feelings with the members and everything.
Catalog, I think, is worth loving. I think they have really. I like consistently what I've heard from them, and Girls is awesome. So, but then before
Yeah,
that, the cutesy style was done in a way that is not overbearing and like.
yeah. I think what set them out for me, and it was the thing that made me interested in them in the first place, is that they were doing songs visually that were very similar to a lot of kind of cutesy songs, but then they had some quirkiness to them and like a difference in their sound that like Summer Love was the song that got me into them, and that just has like the most batshit out of nowhere hard like EDM drop, and you're like, where the hell did this come from? And that was the thing that I loved about K-pop to begin with. It was like the unexpected nature of a song, and so for me that's why I fell in love with them. And they released just like loads and loads of great songs, and again I do listen to the albums and find a lot to like on them. So
I think in a
yeah,
small amount of time they showed a lot of different style too.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I mean every release has been pretty different from each other,
I'm cool with it there.
culminating in Rika Rika.
I'm cool with it
Yeah,
in the I love category. I mean
you
I
know, I am.
yeah, we both personally really love nature, so I feel like it fits there.
And also, and although this isn't what we're ranking, but I do think that they are like well, not maybe not unparalleled, but at the very top of dance ability as a group. I think they
Like
are
the gift, like the
so good.
talent side of things. Yeah,
Yeah.
just need to get sunshine back in, bro. I'm missing my sunshine. All right,
Yeah, we all are.
Neon Punch.
Neon Punch, yes. Neon Punch they had two existences, both of which didn't last. Neon Punch actually had a pretty solid song, Moonlight. I kind of like that. And then they rebranded as Zoom, XUM.
I remember checking them out, and
Was solid.
I think they'd be like that for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
And mixed. You ready to shook?
If it was my list, it would be going right here.
Mm.
I think their talent is up here. I think their releases are right here for me.
But it's only one thing, right? So it's hard to judge too much.
I've only seen Tank in the main song, I believe. I know that you're
that's
probably going to agree with me to put them somewhere like here or something, right?
Honestly, I'm a bit of a shooter.
Are you? So you're going to go like?
No. I would put them like at the top of okay.
The top of okay?
Well, would I? I don't know. I honestly found
think
myself
Kepler's better.
Mask is better. I found myself wanting to go back to OO to listen to it, which is something that I didn't.
Okay.
I actively have multiple times had it in my head and a desire to listen to it, which is rare.
The middle is good. I just can't get over
the intro. The intro is not good, and the execution of the way that they decided to do that song, I think conceptually it's very cool. The execution is not.
There's
not,
nothing. It could have worked, like, because Aespa pulls it off. But it's like the beginning was not good, in my opinion, of the song. So it's like that's where it kind of throws me off the loop.
But let me be a superhero.
I do agree that the donut shop
get me.
onwards of the song, the middle of the song onwards, until they bring back the intro again or whatever.
Yeah, it honestly. Really and then I came around to the chorus. I came around to everything except the intro, basically. So yeah, no, I think that's a fair ranking eventually.
They're kind of next to Kepler for me. Then
I'm really curious to think like how they're going to be, because they're still, they're a JYP group, right? They're going to have so much exposure no matter what they do, and I'm really curious to see in a few years' time like how people will look back on it.
They have massive potential for me of jumping a lot of tiers because when I
Yeah.
first checked out ITZY, they were okay for me, and then now they're god tier for me. So it's
Yeah.
the potential is there.
Yeah. And I think generally speaking, JYP groups get better. Like
Yeah,
ITZY got better, Twice
ITZY
got
got a lot
better.
better. Yeah,
Wonder Girls, I guess, had a hit in popularity, but I think musically got better.
Twice exponentially got better in my opinion. like
Yeah.
just the style shift. But we'll get to that because I'm sure they're here somewhere.
Yeah.
This group
Oh my god.
are god tier, and I won't hear anything else.
I mean, I'm not gonna try and
Yeah.
fight you on it.
I think they're god tier, and honestly,
Wow.
lately, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's I guess we'll briefly do the aside for the sad news that they will be continuing as a 6-member
Without
group
their visual Jiho,
without Jiho,
because
which is
Arn is not the visual apparently. It's
yeah, it, it's gonna be a loss. I more just because it's gonna be so hard for me to think of them without
It's
her.
always sad. Like I don't in like Idol was like we said a little sad after Sujin leaving and
Yeah.
stuff. It's weird. I think you get used to it. I am used to it with Idol a little bit now.
Yeah, and it's obviously different circumstances. I mean, she's leaving on good terms and on her own terms,
Yeah.
but yeah. So that's a real shame, but it won't change the dynamic of the group musically. I think
Sorry,
that's
I
probably
don't know
the
that I
key.
can do that. I don't. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I could put them ahead of Mamamoo
Thinking about the
musically.
whole catalog, I just
Yeah,
they're
I
so
do.
good
I do
now,
think Oh My
though.
God are really good. And yeah, like Real Love definitely grew on me. Like I kind of suspected it would after we watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I do think the other song off of that, the spicy one, is better.
yeah, and they have a lot of really good songs. I mean, like they had songs on their in their catalog, like especially Twilight. Like Twilight is such a good song. Um, Checkmate as well, another great song. Like I mean, and that's what kind of shows how good they are. When you can take a song like Checkmate and have just Yua and Mimi do it on Good Girl, and absolutely like nail that performance,
Yeah.
and then lose to Alien Sleek, which is kind of fair enough, but like, but still, um, it was yeah, it shows just like how good they are as individually and how strong their songs are.
Sungi is one of my favorite vocalists in K-pop, especially
Yeah,
her dun dun dance vocals.
it's so high.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah,
I just in general, Sungi is just one of my favorite
yes,
idols, and
yeah.
Yua's solo stuff. I love her solo stuff.
We can't think about that.
No, I know. But Yua in Oh My Girl is also just
Yeah,
amazing. And
yeah, and that's a really cool start. Like, Closer will always be one of my favorite K-pop songs ever, and
what's the
like
kind of creepy Halloween one they did? With
My
the
Doll.
bear. That's an
That
yeah. See,
that's
they have
yeah,
stuff
just,
like that where it's
yeah. I love
so
that song
different and stuff. Where I give them a lot of respect because of like the contrast.
for sure.
I think they've earned God tier in my opinion though.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight that. I love Oh My God.
Orange Caramel is definitely in the high like for me.
Yeah,
Almost love, I would say.
yeah,
Somewhere around there maybe.
yeah,
Um I think their music is so much fun to listen to. Especially
yeah,
it's just that really fun like trot kind of style to it. It's great.
yeah. Just like fun, kooky, just
But I feel like they
enjoyable.
did it the best. Like, out of the
Yeah,
groups that try to do that and stuff.
yeah.
Like,
They definitely they set a benchmark for that kind of style that succeeded in a way that others have tried and failed to do, which
yeah,
is
Catalina is just
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. It's just like, I love the live intros and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like it's
When
in the
wearing
video,
like outfits that are like food and just
yeah, they have the orange
just
juice on their head or whatever.
just
Yeah.
crazy stuff. But yeah,
I,
great fun.
yeah, they're great. Pink Fantasy. Okay.
Mm.
I believe like this is one of those groups that kind of does a bit of the Dreamcatcher style. They are different. I like it. I think it's in my like kind of around here for me.
Okay. Yeah, I can agree with that. That really, really good not debut, but like first release. I think the song Fantasy
Mm-hmm.
was really, really good. Iriwa is an interesting one because that was actually produced by Shindong of Super Junior, like who films the MVs, but he actually made that song, and I think that's his only songwriting credit to date.
Oh, really?
Just
That's interesting. He just
I
wanted to
think
write a
so.
big fantasy song.
Yeah, he's very closely involved with the production of the group, which is
Hmm.
just a neat
They
aside.
are good, and
Um,
I have enjoyed everything I've checked out. I just don't think I can
Poison
put
was
it.
really cool, and then we haven't seen anything really since. So we see they did like a commercial song, and they're doing some NFT shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're definitely a group with a lot of potential. Ye-chan, I think, is a really good singer at the main vocal. I think she is really cool. Um, yeah, definitely
Yeah, their
potential.
style
Hopefully
has a
they can
lot
do more.
of room to be cooler and cooler in each release.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is Pixie, I believe.
Okay, that would track.
Yeah, this is Pixie, and I. This is gonna fall like here for me. I think
Okay.
almost
Yeah, I
in
mean,
the love because I love Bewitched.
Bewitched. Yeah.
Yeah, and Bewitched is one of my favorite
Bewitched is really
releases.
good.
Yeah,
So
the other song that was released with Bewitched was also a really good song.
yeah, that's from the album. Yeah, like yeah, they had those two. But both times it wasn't the title that grabbed me, like because Bewitched wasn't the title on it. It's like
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I
the
heard that
Bewitched
and it was
like
like
dance
oh
performance
shit.
video was awesome and
Yeah,
stuff too. Like it was
yeah,
really good. The creepy kind of exorcism choreography in it and stuff is really dope.
yeah. They're a really cool group. Don't again a lot. I'm very curious to see what they do next, if they stick with that concept or if they try and change it up.
Yeah, if they keep going like they are, they're gonna definitely be in like the I love category.
Yeah, for sure.
Playback.
Playback. I think playback exists in this realm of these groups, like alongside like hashtag and Saturday and stuff, where I'm like, if you play me the song, I will remember it. I will be like, oh yeah, I know this song, but I can't off the top of my head think of it.
Maybe just put it
What
like
was the name of it? Oh, they had a self-titled debut, playback. Oh, they debuted 6 years ago.
I don't know it.
They did a song with Eric Nam. Okay, this might have to go in the don't know, don't remember.
Okay, yeah, because I don't remember or know it. Okay, Priston.
I have to check out the
kind
Eric
of
Nam.
already said how we. I feel like they're kind of just like okay. Next
For
to
me,
like Gugadon for me kind of thing. But
for me, honestly, Priston was never my thing. Priston would be one of not my types.
I can agree with that. I thought
Because
you were gonna like some one of their songs or something, but
I really liked the subunit Priston V, but I wasn't a fan of the group as a whole. I did like everyone was always hyped on Wee Woo, and I always found Wee Woo. I found that to be really annoying. I didn't like it. Yeah, I wasn't a fan. So, but Priston V, Get It was good, and then there's a B side on the Get It Out release that's amazing, but we're not counting subunits. So,
yeah, I don't even really outside of Wee Wee I don't remember really. So it could almost be like don't remember, but I do know who they are. Purple Kiss is gonna be like with Third Eye for me kind of thing.
yeah, I think just ahead of Momoland is a reasonable spot for them. Yeah. Yeah, good group. A lot of talent in that group for sure. Thought that the most recent title was like a attempt to sound like Savage.
Had really interesting parts in it. It could have been a lot better.
Yeah, it was like Savage with a bit of a Billie Eilish song in the middle of it. But they've always had stuff on albums that's been really solid.
Yeah, the B-sides are better. that's
yeah.
the thing. It's interesting. Pretty Psycho was really good, I thought.
Yeah.
And then they had what was it before? Zombie was a popular kind of catchy song, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely a lot of potential.
I think I've enjoyed their B-sides more than their title releases.
Hmm.
Purple Beck.
Purple bag, we back, we back, we back. We all,
This is a don't
we
know for
only
me, but
do
I
it what?
guess
It's all right.
it's all
Nothing
right.
special. Yeah.
Maybe not my type.
For me, it's like lower side of okay.
All right, I'll put it there.
I don't hate it, but nothing crazy. I remember noting that MV really stuck with me because there's a girl who's wearing a dress that looks like a phone screen with like apps on it.
Oh my god! Now I need to see this later.
Crystal Ball, I think the song is called. Or is it Dreamline? Dreamline, maybe I can't remember.
You would know. I have no idea. Rainbow.
Rainbow, yeah, pretty classic.
Like the rainbow in the dark. It's Dio, right? This is Dio, and I'm just messing up.
You never came. You never did Rainbow at any point, like A.
I'm sure I did, but you know how I am with my memory.
They're like pretty, like Black Swan, Woo, Tell Me. They're like a pretty like iconic.
I've definitely checked them out.
Second gen girl group.
The thing is, I've probably definitely checked out like everything on this list.
They're pretty steamy at some places.
Oh, I feel like I would remember that a lot
more. Well, I guess okay.
How do you feel about their music
Rainbow.
from memory?
A is a great song.
Okay.
I would put. They have a member with short hair. Honestly, you'd like. I would put them in the like bottom side of I like and / like the upper side of okay.
Okay, like maybe next to Davichi.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're honestly really good.
I remember Rainia.
Yeah. Dr. Feelgood.
Okay, yeah.
Rainier is Black Swan's predecessor and Baby Vox's
I don't remember having a strong opinion on it.
Follower.
That's
it's alright. Yeah, it's again their company is so weird, and it was always like, hey, look, we have a black girl in that something.
And then the title of the group too and everything. It's like, come on, bro.
I mean, yeah, they're weird. Like, and Rainier had fucking issues on issues, but they had some good songs. So okay.
So we're at my all-time favorite right now. We're at the goats in my opinion. So I'm gonna put them here, and then we're gonna have a discussion about where we can agree on them going.
Honestly, if you put them there and left them there, I wouldn't try and fight you.
In my opinion, I just think they are the best, like, overall categories kind of thing for me.
I'm honestly I'm not gonna disagree. I don't have a personal opinion on like who I would think would be like my number one in that spot. Like I know who I would have in the group as a whole, in the tier as a whole, but and Red Velvet's definitely one of them. And I do think like I've often thought to myself, if I had to pick one group's discography to live with forever, it would probably be Red Velvet's.
Yeah.
So
there's just so much like option of like style.
It dawned on me the other day that Feel My Rhythm was their 13th mini album or something. They've been way more prolific than I had previously given them credit. Like 2 full albums and 13 mini albums in 7 years or 8 years. Almost.
And the thing is, they
not
have
bad.
So much consistency of releasing great music. Like it's not like there's like a bunch of duds or something in between. No. There's just a lot of really incredible music released.
There isn't really a title track of them that I don't at least not mind listening.
Yeah, no,
to.
like even there were people who didn't like Really Bad Boy, and I fucking love.
I thought Really Bad Boy was so cool.
Yeah,
and that's the thing that they. This is why this is why they're in a god tier list, regardless of where they would be. Why they're in this tier, because they have something that's so uniquely them about their music. You know,
I never feel like another group sounds like Red Velvet even close.
Yeah.
Like they're unique to themselves, undoubtedly.
For sure. Like, and doing a song like Really Bad Boy as a title track, like the song which doesn't even really have like a conventional chorus. It's like,
just show really someone cool. Like Psycho and then Power Up and be like, this is the same group. You know what I
Power
mean?
Up is one of my least
no,
favorite
but that's
titles
what
of
I'm.
theirs.
That they're
But yes, I know what you mean.
so opposite ends of the spectrum. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
and that's how it's been. It's the red
yeah,
and the velvet, right? It's like
yeah.
you can show them like something like ice cream cake, like this, like saccharine pop song with a twist because it has like it's in like the minor chord
Ice cream
progressions and
cake's so
stuff.
good though because it is still
So
kind of
good.
dark in a
Yeah,
way.
it
You
has
know,
that
like it's
sinister, like the minor notes make it have that darker edge to it, even
yeah.
though it seems so sweet. And then there's like a song like Kingdom Come, which is just like sonic vocal
That's the thing
bliss.
too. Their B sides are
Like,
so vast and so amazing. Like
yeah,
there's groups that are better at like one versus the other, I feel like. And whereas they
yeah,
have like all these amazing iconic title releases and then absolutely incredible B-sides to go along with it.
yeah. And they obviously had a long hiatus, and then they came back with Queendom, which I actually really liked, and then they came back again with Feel My Rhythm, which is like that felt like such a return to form. Like when listening to Feel My Rhythm for the first time, I was like, wow, this is classic Red
Yeah.
Velvet, you know, and this is something that only Red Velvet could do.
I loved it. Yeah.
Or do it as well as they
to
did.
do Bach in a K-pop song like that, I don't know. It was I loved
And
it.
yeah, to put air on a T string and then get
Yeah.
away with it is not easy.
Their aesthetic that goes along with it in the music videos and stuff is
They're
so
like Hieronymus
uniquely
Bosch
them.
vibe. Yeah.
They
Really
can only
cool.
pull it off, in my opinion. Really, like and the like Peekaboo is like a song that is like upbeat and happy sounding, but there's that dark undertone through it and
Yeah.
stuff. You know, they do that so well, and other people haven't really like figured it out like they do.
Yeah, there's stuff that they can do, like even just the way they do something is the most basic pop song thing ever, like a la. The way Red Velvet does their la la las is like so.
Bad Dracula's one of my favorites too. Like ha ha ha, yeah yeah yeah, ha ha ha, yeah yeah yeah. Da, 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 da. Like it's so interesting to me, just the different styles they pull off.
Sassy Me is one that always stood out to me, like with the vocal fries. It's so the Sassy Me.
They're just too good.
So cool.
Like to not put up there for me. Just like
yeah,
I think overall, I just find them to be the best. My personal favorite K-pop group.
Yeah, they're definitely up there for me.
And the thing is to God, what was it that the last thing I had to say about it? Just like the vocal tones of them are so unique and like you don't find it really in other K-pop groups. I feel like Solgi to Windy is one of the really unique opposing vocal sounds, you know.
So Sorgi, I've said before, is like probably my favorite voice in K-pop. Like I don't think she is the best singer, but just to listen
so
to
unique.
her voice, I love the sound of her voice. Yeah,
it stands out so much, especially like even the subunit stuff like Monster and stuff. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, like,
we can't consider that. No. But actually, the one bit from Sorgi's voice in Psycho, you know, when she does that random little ascend,
yeah, she's always got like, the little.
Where'd that come from?
But yeah, her and Windy together are just like it's unreal. Especially like the beginning of Psycho is Windy, right? Like just that opening freaking. It's too good. It's just perfection. Rocket Punch. So I have a much
Chiquita.
Yeah,
What?
Chiquita is an awesome song. So I have like a much higher opinion of this.
Ring was fucking great, like Italo disco style, and then Chiquita has like Eurobeat vibes to it. I mean, I'm a big fan.
They're in the high likes for me, almost love.
Yeah,
I would say like from a
honestly,
9 area kind of.
For me, I would put them right next to and just after Cherry Bullet.
Right here, I see it.
But actually, but personally, out of this in this like tier, I would rank Cherry Bullet like and Rocket Punch a little higher.
I'm trying to look what's to the left of Band-Aid and Dream. Oh, Gino can go like there for me.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard at this point because there's so many good groups. But
maybe Band-Aid, like, kind of like that. Miss A after CLC. I think that's more. Eyes One, I think, can go kind of like there.
Okay. I can get behind that a bit more. Yeah, Cherry Bullet and Rocket Punch have been really similar. They're constantly conflated. People are constantly mistaking one for the other, which is
Oh,
funny.
really?
Yeah, they debuted around the same time. They're both from like mid-sized companies, both
I can't
with
mistake
groups
Bora for someone else.
that
I wouldn't understand.
because like Cherry Bullet's following from AOA and Rocket Punch is following from Lovely's, and both have gone down a route of releasing kind of similar sounding music. But I think they're both great.
I'm just imagining because Cherry Bullet is on the AOA label, like them doing the AOA style in the future.
Yeah,
like...
you would think that at some point they must have had to do like those songs as like evaluations or whatever. Imagine Bora doing miniskirt. What a thought.
Dear God. Rocking Doll?
Rocking Doll debuted a couple months ago. I vaguely remember listening to their debut, but I don't remember what it sounds like. oh no, actually, okay, their debut was kind of meh. It was okay, nothing special. But then they released a song Heart Rider, which popped off. Like it has it has 10 million views. And I actually ended up doing quite well in Korea for a while. Was not bad. Yeah, not bad. Kind of similar to like sort of like
something like that. Maybe
think about like kind of take like elements of Stacy and mix it with elements of like Dun Dun Dance, and then you have what that song is like.
Well, that sounds amazing.
Not bad. Yeah.
You just said two of my favorite things, Stacy and Dun Dun Dance.
But it's not as good as either of them.
Okay,
like,
gotcha.
Kind of,
elements.
That kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was solid.
Upper okays?
Yeah.
Okay. Rolling Quartz.
Rolling Quartz.
Really like them. I'll put them
okay.
But I'm trying to think objectively because so much of their stuff I've seen is covers and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. But they don't actually have that much original material
yet. They
have
two original songs, right?
I think so. Maybe 3. Blaze is the only one I can think of.
I really like Rolling Quartz, but I think objectively I gotta put them somewhere like here, maybe.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I think they're really cool. Definitely like no disputing their talent. But I would love to see more original material from them.
I'm actually gonna.
Is it?
That.
Yeah,
I think that makes more sense. Oh, they have potential. A lot of potential.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, they have 2 original. I'm thinking of a lot of cover things and stuff too. So it's like there's 2 like actual releases, I believe.
Yeah.
Saturday, I know what it is. I don't remember a song.
There's a song called Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
They kind of sound like Momoland.
Kind of like Momoland.
Like kind of upbeat, like a lot of MIDI horns, just fun.
Low okays, maybe.
Yeah, like nothing special. Yeah.
God, I feel bad putting Sejong down there in the corner like that. Don't put Baby in the corner.
she's higher up with IOI, so that kind of.
Secret Number. Okay, yeah, I know Secret Number. Kind of sexy style, right?
Sort of. Like not. And that's sort of like not girl crush, but not cutesy. You know, just kind of. They're having a comeback soon as well. They had to change their members. I loved Got That Boom. Got That Boom was one of my favorite songs of year it released. I think it was 2020. I think it was 2020. That has one of the best pre-choruses I'd heard that whole year. It was really, really good. Rest of their music is like just kind of okay. So there would be a higher tier of okay for me.
Okay, maybe like next to Crayon Pop.
Above, probably
past it.
I would put them above that. Even that, I would put them like kind of NMIX iChillin area.
Okay, like somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Secret.
Oh. Okay, Secret is an I love for me. I think Secret sit in the same the same room as they sit at the same table with Nine
I'm
Muses.
going to. I know who they are, but I'm going to check the thumbnail to refresh.
You
my
are my
memory.
poison.
Why
You
did I just
my
spell
poison.
secret like that? I need to put K-pop, I guess.
Like, yeah, Poison, Madonna, I'm in
Oh,
Love,
I remember
Magic.
Love is Move.
Oh,
I
they're
remember
so
that.
good.
Jesus Christ, these thumbnails.
Oh, they're so, yeah.
Poison. Oh, Madonna. I remember that.
Yeah,
Okay,
Madonna, Donna, Donna.
I'll give it to you.
Donna, Donna, Donna.
But I'm gonna put it like after Nature.
Okay, I mean, honestly, Secrets, like that run of titles they had, they all have that like big band style, like lots of like real brass and stuff. I adored. Um, so like, those are like among my favorite like K-pop songs. But it's like I don't listen to the albums
God, I
very
feel like
much.
from the type of groups and aesthetically, it fits so good going like
It
that
it
or
does.
whatever. Like
Yeah.
Nine Muses, Brown Eyed Girls, to
They
Secret.
they
Or,
they would that would be a
like,
good that'd be a good that'd be a good room in the dining hall if that's what this is. A good area, a good couple tables.
we have
Yeah.
a like legendary group like SES. You reminded me before we start. Fun how all dreams
come true.
The Espa song, right?
Yeah.
I really like that song. I can't name like anything else about the group though. Really.
I feel like it's kind of a matter of course to put them next to Finkel, and I would put them just ahead of Finkel because
Okay.
that was a historic rivalry.
Yeah, I do like that song a lot.
Yeah, they have some really good songs.
SIS.
Oh, SIS, man, their SS were really solid, and they've one of those groups that just disappeared without any mention ever from their company. I think it's been a couple of years since they last released something, and no one has heard anything.
So
But
they're.
well, oh, actually, it's because they're on the same label. They're from XX Entertainment, which is Anya Yeon's company, I think.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
not well, she doesn't own it. She's another artist, but
I was gonna say
yeah,
that'd be
she
weird. She owns a label and then just has like
just horribly mistreats some group. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the song? It's called like Where. What is it? Oh, no,
They're
Always Be
definitely
Your
in the
Girl.
don't know for me, so this is on you as far as where they actually fall.
I would put them in like in a mid of okay area.
Mid okay is next to like
Yeah.
Minapia,
Hinapia.
yeah. Arias, sister. All right, I think. This is hard. They're definitely in I Love, I think.
Yeah, I would put them. I would put them just after Secret.
After Secret.
Yeah.
Oh man,
like,
I love Ive. I could put Ive like at the top of this right now, but
come on.
they don't have enough catalog.
It's 2 songs.
They don't have enough catalog. I know.
Yeah.
I have them above Nature right now.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think they easily to a lot of people I think are god tier, but for me I love them.
Again, I think it's a catalog thing. Again, I don't find myself going into Sistar's albums. I'm just like, wow, they have so many great titles, right? Like Shake It, Alone, Push, like obviously Touch My Body, but like great songs, but I'm not like, oh, I want to listen to these albums all the way through. I want to have a party. The same with Brave Girls. It's like I want to have fun with the boys at the beach. Let's bump some Sistar and some Brave Girls, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think everything we put in God tier, like we said, that's like the one thing about them, like uniquely them, and then like their whole catalogs are like super interesting to listen to.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people who feel that way about 2NE1. It's just me and Oliver personally don't have that with 2NE1, so that's why it has ended up where it has. I understand how legendary 2NE1 is to K-pop and stuff. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
Skyle.
Yeah. So this is
I checked
basically
this one out. I remember. Yeah.
But kind of like Everglow. Their music is like Everglow. I remember I wasn't crazy because as I'm not crazy about Everglow, I wasn't crazy on their debut. Lots of money, like lots of Chinese money behind the company. So the
Fancy videos,
production
but
quality is
maybe
quite
the
high.
music isn't quite the
Yeah,
highest
but I
quality.
remember their follow up release was better. Um, I remember going, oh, this actually I quite like this, but
Kind of sounds like mid OKs.
yeah, mid to lower end of okay, I think.
Maybe like above Black Swan.
Yeah,
Okay. Son.
Sonamu. Oh, Sonamu. So remember that that super group that existed that did the Deep Blue Eye song. What you wanna do? It was like Somi, Sugi,
Oh, okay.
Moonbyul,
Yes. And it had
Sohee.
Sinbi in it, right? Too, I
No,
think. Or no?
it
Wait,
was
I
you
never.
are. It was Somi, you are Sugi, Sohee, Moonbyul,
Oh, I know exactly what you're
Sujong
talking
from
about.
Lovelies,
I know what you're talking about.
and Deanna from Sonamu.
Okay.
And she was, yeah, that's always the connect. When everyone's like, I don't know who Sonamu is, I'm like, well,
They
you might know her.
themselves, I don't know though. Like Sonami.
So they disbanded last year, sadly. But a very criminally underrated group. Some really strong songs in their discography. But yeah, never had the spotlight enough to really shine. I think some of their members are still active and stuff, which is cool. But
Maybe above like a Black Swan or like a Gugadon.
I would put them in the kind of like maybe just after IOI,
Okay.
that kind of area.
Where? Oh, I see it. Right here. Okay. Spica. I like Spica.
Speaker, yeah, the secret time.
Maybe there.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
They're in the upper likes for me. I liked everything I checked out when we were doing kind of a dive into Spica on our
Yeah,
live.
I mean, this is why you should listen to Kimbo more because their music is very similar because it's two of the same members and similar vibes. So
yeah, for some reason I really remember Spica, and I Kimbo. The name I know I've checked it out, but I just can't remember.
Yeah, yeah, Speaker's really cool.
Me and you might disagree on this, but I love Stacy, and I kind of put them there.
Okay.
Actually, then because then the problem is like Espa. I maybe like
for
give
me, they're
this.
like no. I mean, I don't know why you think I'm that resistant. I really like Stacy as well.
Okay,
I especially love like So Bad was one of my favorite songs of that year, and still, in my opinion, is one of the best debuts.
I think
I
they
love
fall
that.
under I Love for me.
I love that Shin Sedong. Is it Shin Sedong? No, Black Eyed Pilsen. Sorry, it was classic case of producer mix. They incorporate a lot of like their love of electronic music into the Stacey's songs. You get like drum and bass beats and stuff in there, which is really cool. But So Bad was so good.
Mm-hmm.
And then even though like ASAP and Stereotype are obviously really good as well, they haven't quite, and Run to You is also solid, but it didn't quite live up to So Bad for me.
I really like ASAP a lot too, though. To be like the ASAP, like
it's crazy catchy.
It, like yeah,
it's crazily catchy.
Because cutesy like style done like that is really hard for me to enjoy, and they do it in a really catchy, enjoyable way. Like that particular song that I'm talking about was like because it is cute, like the ASAP, but it's just super catchy. It's like it's really good. I don't know. Maybe I love is too much, but
definitely have the potential to be.
I think they fit like.
I would put them at either number one on I Like or.
I think they're with Espa. Like I don't know between them and Espa because they're very different from each other. I think I have a higher opinion of them, kind of, than like.
Yeah, I think that's how I would do it.
Yeah, I agree. Concur is all around. Stellar. Oh shit! Here we're talking about one of those.
Oh,
I remember their music videos.
Oh man, I mean, so good, bro. Like Vibrato is one of my favorite like I was talking about this with a friend the other day, like what would be in a top 5 K-pop songs, and it was like for
I
me,
really like them. I can give you
Vibrato is
an
one
I
of them.
love.
Yeah, I again, it's kind of, but it does face that issue of like, I'm not listening to their
To
catalog. I'm
their
just
like
listening.
full catalog
I'm
of it,
listening to
yeah.
Vibrato. I'm listening to Marionette and Sting and Archangels of the Sephiroth, which definitely has the most metal
To be fair
title.
though, we put 4 minute in I
But
love, and we're just listening
yeah,
to some
same
of
deal.
their
Same
main
deal.
titles, you know. So it's kind of, I
Yeah,
think when the main titles are good enough and they can warrant it, it makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yes,
put Ivan
they're
there, and
great.
they have 2 songs that are main
Yes.
titles, and then they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a good B
That's what I mean.
side Royal.
It's why like, so I feel like the bottom side of the I Love tier is like their titles are so good that they're worthy of this placement,
That
and
it's
then
more than I like it. Yeah.
yeah, and then the higher tier is like, then there's more. The
The
higher up
higher
you
tier
go,
is
the
like
more
just
there
very
is you get
close to being
in the
god
catalog.
tier, really. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
but they maybe don't have the deep cuts of B sides that.
Yeah, but honestly, yeah, there's even Archangels of the Sephiroth, not just because of how badass that title is, but like I love that song, even though it's a different lineup and stuff. Give me your love, give me your love. So
We
good.
have another really big one. We have Tiara.
Tiara, yeah, Ava's gonna be watching this with a lot of interest. One of
I
his alt groups.
I like him. Uh, Hyomin, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I always
you're
remember
you're you're a
Hyomin
big
from.
fan of Human when we were watching the videos.
Who isn't?
You get me like, who's that? Who's that one though?
I could put them in the upper likes.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
that's fair.
maybe like somewhere with Rocket Punch and Cherry Bullet for me, kinda. Or
Okay.
would you put them higher?
If we're thinking in terms of like
I know they're
legacy and
important
stuff,
to like
yeah,
K-pop.
I also really, they're still technically still going. I mean, I really enjoyed the songs they released last year.
I could give them like next to G Friend kind of category.
Yeah, I think like Roly Poly is like such an
Roly
all timer.
poly, roly
Lolly,
poly
lolly,
poly. I really
poly.
loved the
Yeah,
video and everything for that. Yeah, it's really good.
it's so good. And like,
I
yeah,
They and G Friend I think have both kind of legendary catalog kind of careers.
yeah. I don't know if you've ever sat and watched their like the drama MVs they did. They have like a bunch of like 10-15 minute long videos with like
I
full
know
on
I've seen the
like
long video of Roly
set piece
Poly
battles
before.
and stuff. Yeah, they have some really cool stuff in there. I mean, and they've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a fair place for them.
Tahiti?
Tahiti, yo, what was the name of that? What's the name of that song? Look it up.
Is their debut literally like Hawaiian themed or something?
Tonight, they have a song called Tonight that's actually really good. Phone Number, Lovesick, yeah. They're much an older group. I think they debuted like 2010, 2011.
I
something
just
like that.
don't know. Like this is another one of those don't knows for me. But
They're really solid. But again, nothing like crazy. I'd
maybe
maybe
just like above like this kind of category or something.
yeah, somewhere around there.
Above Black
Yeah,
Swan, I would probably say, or
yeah.
something from the Arc.
Oh, the Arc. So I remember when we talked about Khan earlier, I mentioned that Khan is two of the members from the Arc. Here's the Arc. They have the song "The Light," which is one of the most emotional and depressing experiences to watch a video for you could ever have. But
You're really
beautiful
selling me on
vocals.
it.
Right, like just a really, really good group vocally, with a really strong rapper, and who does like a lot of like, that kind of sad, like emotional rap kind of style. But they had like one release, so as much as I love Yujin and Yuna, it's not that I can't place them that highly.
Maybe
Um,
just next to above Guggenheim.
well, I put them one ahead of Khan.
Con is
So the tier above, right on the right hand
I
side,
see it. Okay.
or the line above, yeah.
Okay, I got you. Tribe, they're good. I know Tribe.
Tribe, be the
Tribe.
loca.
Hmm.
Really fun, really just fun music.
Yeah, I'm trying
Like
to think of how
this is
much
Shinsadong
I
Tiger's
like
group.
them. Upper
Everything,
middles?
yeah, everything they've released, the more I like.
Maybe like
And
next to
they're
Spica.
okay.
I don't know. I like Dream Note
I don't think they're
more.
better than Bandit.
Okay, yeah, and I think I like Third Eye more as well. I think I like Purple Kiss more.
Yeah,
I think
I think
that might work right there.
yeah, that's the fair spot for them. In fact,
Trappy.
maybe I think Girls There are a bit low.
Girls Day are a bit low. Just
Yeah,
Girls Day. I just remember so much more for like the video and thumbnail than I do the
you never got into
visual.
expectation.
Do you want me to do
Peter.
something like that then, maybe? Or
Yes,
okay,
that pleases me a bit more.
okay. um, okay. So this, I'm gonna do this, and you tell me what you think. Um,
Okay.
think I'm looking at this tier right now. I think this makes the most sense right
Okay.
now. I think I could almost put Twice in third, but I think Twice is gonna maybe go down as like one of the most legendary K-pop groups ever, and I
Mm.
would agree that they
It,
are.
it's hard to judge Twice because they've already had such a strong catalog. They've already done so well. Um, but like you say, like it's how they're going to be remembered because we don't know where they're if they've peaked yet. You know,
Yeah,
it feels like they could still conceivably have a long career ahead of them.
they just
Um,
have so many like hit songs.
but they've
It's
been so prolific. It's actually like hard to even try and like wrap your head around all of the stuff. And but I feel like they've gotten, for the most part, like better and better, especially in terms of the consistency of each album. Like I wasn't going nuts, even as much as I enjoyed the title tracks for the early ones. I wasn't going nuts over those albums.
no, like at first they are really good. Like Cheer Up is a great song.
Yeah,
Ooh ah, those are really good
yeah.
songs. But like once like Can't Stop Me, Fancy,
Yeah,
and
Fancy was the
Feel
turning point.
Special, and like
Yeah,
it's just there's a lot of
yeah.
really good songs.
When Fancy You came out, although the title I was like, yeah, this is solid, but I wasn't crazy about it. But that album had so many good songs, especially Hot. I'm always gonna shill for Hot. I love Hot. Um,
Can we count
I,
their Japanese releases in this whole discussion? Because like
yeah,
Perfect
yeah.
World is like
I think,
amazing.
yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, I think that's part of the reason why Girls' Generation and Kara are gonna be as high as they are as well. But as partly as why they're gonna be as high because they have such solid Japanese catalogs as well. Yeah, I mean, Twice are great, and yeah, that's just
It's
yeah.
hard for me
I'm not gonna fault that.
with them and Mamamoo and stuff. They're both really important.
Yeah,
I
I
just
think personally, I think I prefer I prefer the high points of Mamamoo to the high points of Twice, but I think
yeah.
Twice have got a stronger catalog overall.
I think Twice is arguably the biggest like legacy outside of Girls' Generation on this God tier right
Mm,
here. You know,
yeah, and I think I prefer them like the musicality, the artistry of Idol. So I think I could probably get behind putting Twice ahead of Mamamoo and After Idol. I think,
yeah. The thing is when I think of everything
yeah, like all together,
together,
yeah,
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 I love Dreamcatcher so much, but I think this is like the right order right now.
yeah. I can agree.
I think it's like kind of the right order of it when I look at just the thinking about all their catalogs and everything.
Yeah,
Like, well, now we have Unit.
Unity.
Unity.
It's for the show. Yeah, formed from the unit. Um, had some okay songs. Nothing spectacular. That's
Let's just boop.
yeah.
So Viviz.
Well, okay. No, no,
You want them? You want them higher on
they would,
above Gugudon?
I would put them just
Above
ahead of
Calm?
I would put them ahead of IBI and after Fanatics.
IBI and Fanatics.
So on that level, IBI is the red one with the circles and the little thing in the middle. And Fanatics
Why
is
is
the
my
white
brain
background,
not working right
pink
now?
circle.
And this is like, what do you see in the picture?
Okay. Go right three spots.
Oh, right here, right
there
here,
you
right here.
There you go.
Gotcha. This thing's just confusing the hell out of me. Viviz. I can't really judge this that much.
Yeah, I mean, how can we judge? Like, they have Bop Bop and a bunch of performances of G-Friend songs and other songs on Queendom. It's like hard to judge.
I have heard their B-sides and they were good.
Solid, yeah.
I haven't heard Bop Bop. I'm just gonna kind of.
You still haven't heard Bop Bop?
I still haven't heard Run to You from Stacey, and I love Stacey.
Oh.
I'm gonna put them maybe just like middle, okay, right now, above Mama Doll and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They deserve, I guess, the higher tier just because like that.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I would put them like.
I just don't know how good Bop Bop is and stuff.
Yeah, so for me, it's good. I would put it just behind April in the I like tier.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It's that good. Okay.
It is really solid.
It's above okay. Okay.
Yeah. And I would also have April higher. I would have April after La Boom. Actually, I'd have April before La Boom, actually.
BOL4 working where they're at?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
And then you think that makes sense?
Yeah.
La Boom is so talented, though.
They are.
W is what?
W
with like a circle on top.
Is there nothing else?
WG, it looks like. I think it says WG with a mini G hovering above the W.
Oh, is it We Girls?
Sounds right.
Girls logo.
Logic sounds right.
Yeah, it's We Girls.
It's a don't know for me.
What's that song? There's a We Girls song I really like. Ride. That's it. Yeah, Ride is really good.
How about the rest of their catalog memorable, or is it like just
no
one song?
Yeah, it's another one of these like not one hit wonders, but like a song where it's like, oh, I listened to this song. Yeah, I like
maybe
this,
kind of next to Unity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Weekly. Okay, I know Weekly. I like them, but I like there, I would say.
Okay.
I think they're in that I will like them more the more they do, like kind of category.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about their most recent release, which was a shame, and I'd been vibing with a lot of their. I've actually been vibing with the albums more than the titles, a lot. Though After School has grown on me a lot, but then the Vampira was not great, and the album wasn't great either. But hopefully, just a kind of a blip, and they will return to form.
Their style is that kind of more cutesy thing, so it's hard for me to highly rank it. You know,
except for Vampira, which was much more girl crushy, and it didn't seem to fit them as much. Yeah,
it's hard for a group to really pull off the switch like Oh My Girl does. You know, like it's really hard to do that.
They have some really good B-sides, like Universe. Is really, I think it's called Universe. Hello as well is really good. There's some really good songs.
You agree with the placement?
I would maybe put them just after Le Boom.
Above Pink Fantasy. Okay.
I think so. I think I prefer Weekly's catalog as a whole
Pink
over.
Fantasy, I do know Pink Fantasy, but I think I'm thinking of like one song very specifically when I'm thinking of them.
Yeah, for me it's Fantasy and Poison, and then also their the subunit.
Dude, wait. Okay, Wiki Mickey is
Mickey.
in the I love category for me. Like there.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that at all.
I think Cool is one of the like best switch ups of style too I've seen. Like
there was a period where I was like they were dropping like hit after hit. or not hit. That's the issue. Dropping great songs that weren't
Hmm.
hits, for whatever reason.
I've liked a lot of what I've heard from them, even the cutesy style things and
Like
stuff like that. So it's
Crush, Picky Picky, Tiki Taka,
Yep,
Dazzle
we did a
Dazzle.
reaction to Picky Picky. I remember that one too.
Like, yeah, there's a lot that I really like about them. Obviously, and they have some
I
good B sides as well. Like Iron Boy, Metronome have some really good songs.
they if they like they could end up having like GWSN kind of level. I love if they like keep if they do like it depends.
Yeah,
Like what they
let's
do in the
hope.
future.
Let's hope.
I guess.
Yeah.
Let's hope they have a future. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, I mean, there's only a couple years left, and we had to wait over a year for the between comebacks last time. So I hope we have a lot more music to come.
Yeah. What is this?
Would you Sonia WJSN?
Oh my god. Okay. Oh man.
Woo! I like it. I like the boldness.
I just don't. Yeah, I love but I'm considering subunits. Is that fair?
We've been kind of we haven't been that consistent with our subunit ruling, have we?
No. Yeah.
Um,
I think like right now feeling that's what it is for me.
I mean, they have what is, in my opinion, one of the best songs, K-pop songs ever, which is Pantomime. Like, I cannot express how good Pantomime is in words that does it justice. I would have to write a whole essay about how good that song is.
I think GWSN and WJSN are similar in that they have this catalog. When you like kind of deep dive into it, you find some really cool stuff. Like
Yeah, there's some really cool songs in WJSN albums that I didn't really appreciate at first. I only really knew the earlier titles and stuff, and then it was only kind of in the last like year or two that I started to go back and listen to more of them, and found some good stuff.
Like I think people who've
But
never tuned into our lives would be surprised by some of my opinions here and
yeah,
stuff because like they don't know that I've gone into the deep cuts of WJSN and GWSN.
yeah,
Like
I often see people commenting like, "Oh, hey, you should check out Rolling Chords." You're like,
yeah.
I see like every
Yeah,
bit
I've
of
seen
content
everything
that
they've
put
ever
out.
released.
I think,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like no,
yeah,
and there was someone messaged me too, like, "Hey, you should check out Dreamcatcher's B-sides." Like, I think it was Jazz Bar. Someone put or something, and I was like, "Yeah, I've fucking." It's like,
yeah,
yeah, I've
where
seen
do
it,
you-
I've heard it. It's like,
they're really really solid. And I think they've been getting better even because like the Unnatural album was just like so good, like cover to cover, like Last Dance, New Me, and Yala on that are all like really really good songs.
based off of just music, I think
Yeah.
they deserve to be that high. And then I really like the members as well. And I mean, Xe and Yordum is like one of my favorite idols, and you got like they're just dope all around.
Yeah, a lot of talent. Yeah,
They
great singers and a really dope rapper and a good dance line. Like, yeah, what's not to like?
Well, if you look here, we have Wonder Girls.
Wow.
Anyone who knows me knows I love Sunmi so much, and
This is a really interesting one to place, isn't it?
yeah, I don't know where to put them because I know they have a god tier level of legacy, would you call it, or something? Maybe, I don't know. They're not quite Girls' Generation.
No. So for me, I would place them just after Kara. Is where I would put them in this current tier list. Because
will you give me this.
Well, okay. Hear me out first, okay? So they have like the selection of like famous legacy hits, right? Like they have like So Hot and Tell Me and Nobody. Okay.
There's one really easy way for you to get me to move this, and you're not using it.
They have Sun Me, I know, but
there you go.
But the
I've been won over.
but but what more importantly, perhaps than well, maybe not quite as importantly as that, but they have what they have One Black Night. They have Reboot the album, and on that they have One Black
They
Night.
have
And One Black
Sunmi
Night.
playing bass.
I know.
Okay, it's like
But
these are the
okay.
arguments.
But more importantly, less importantly, One Black Night is probably my favorite K-pop song of all time. So I have to place them highly. But again, it's like Wonder Girls exist in those kind of in that those two chunks, right? It's like the time when they were mega famous and pushed to the US and everything, and had all these like long-lasting hits in Korea that people still vibe to today. And then they have the comeback with the playing instruments, the dropping an amazing album in Reboot, and then Why So Lonely, and then Disappearing Forever.
Yeah.
Both of which were great sections for two very different reasons. I think the latter is definitely the better musical part, and then the first part is the.
I think the latter
former is the
music's a
more
lot better.
legacy
I
one.
don't really
Yeah.
vibe too much with the like.
It sounds very old, like
Yeah.
those older songs. I mean, nobody will go hard, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to listen to Tell Me You're So Hot anymore.
Yeah. If it's on, it's like entertaining because it is, but it's also very
Yeah.
old school feeling
Yeah.
to listen to it. And nobody but you. Nobody. Yeah. I mean, it is good. It's just
Nobody's
like.
great.
Yeah, I do prefer like the Why So Lonely kind of era of things.
Yeah. But I think because of Reboot is why I rank them so highly as a catalog. Otherwise, it would just be like based on the hits. But Reboot is. I feel you. Yeah, just great.
Yeah, I will put them where they are because Sunbi played bass, and that's enough of a reason for me.
And last but not least,
Woo-ah.
Ooh-ah.
I know who they
Yes.
are. I know their music. I'm gonna let you give your opinion first.
I'm a fan of Ooh-ah for sure. They have some really good songs. I think the most recent one, Catch the Stars, was more of a grower for me, but it has grown on me a fair bit. I wasn't a big fan of Bad Girl, the earlier song, but I really was a big fan of Pandora.
Did they have the music video? It had like a dinosaur in it. There was like the Girl Scout outfits.
No, wasn't that Stacy? The big no, was that big cat? I can't remember. But the one I wanted to talk about was I Don't Miss You.
Okay.
I loved I Don't Miss You. That song was so good. I was just like yeah, it was so catchy. I was just like all of their songs actually have been really, really catchy.
It's very cute style from what I can remember.
Yeah, but not cutesy as it's like bright and fun kind of thing. So
Yeah.
for me, I would place them maybe just ahead of Weekly.
Where did I put Weekly?
Or maybe
like next to Laboom.
Yeah, that kind of area.
Okay. The thing is, I'm thinking you probably like them more than like some of this like stuff, like maybe.
Oh, I do, but it's unity, you know.
Yeah. I could almost put Cherry Bullet higher, but it's hard because the groups that are next to them.
Yeah, there's a big age gap at one point where it's like we have the mostly like older artists, and then they have like we have that and then it's
if you look here, we literally have like
we have Stacey and Esper, the fourth gen,
and then the
leaders,
second gen next to each other.
With Everglow and Promise kind of sandwiched in there, yeah.
That is all the groups. That is them all.
I feel like we were like how the only not my types from Third to Fast and then Priston. It's kind of like
there was more I could have put in not my type, but you had a little bit more of opinion on them than I did, so it was like so they ended up in the OKs. A lot of things just ended up in OKs. I guess the hardest thing is because we're finalizing this, you know. God tier. I like this God tier.
Yeah, that's a really solid God tier for sure. I can't think of anything that's like a glaring omission.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a hot take. our god tier.
No.
You know, like it's not. The hardest part is like the I love kind of category.
Yeah. Because for me, I would take like. No, honestly, it's not bad. I would just be. I know I'm not going to get you to budge any further on Itzy.
No, Itzy
Um,
was in my god tier, so like this is like the one zone I can like.
I would be moving. I would almost be swapping 4 Minute and Stella, and then swapping and then moving Nine Muses ahead of Stella, and then Secret ahead of that. But like it's it's not just what I think.
Like that. Um, that you mean?
Yes. Yeah. And
I can get
then
behind it.
yeah.
Luna, Apink, EXID is a tricky area for me.
Yeah. I mean they're also good, but in very different ways, so it's kind of
Yeah.
hard to compare, right? But
WJSN, I really like. No, I think I'm gonna leave it to it. If I can get you to agree to Itzy, I like where it's at.
yeah, don't push your luck. I think it's pretty solid, honestly.
Yeah, and honestly, I think we really thought about the placements of the other ones as we were going, so I think we're like,
Yeah, I mean we've been at this for almost 4 hours.
No, yeah, we have. It's been 3.5 hours. This is our tier.
Yeah,
this is our tier list. As I scroll through here, is there a way for me to like save this? Oh yeah, save or download. Here we go. I will download image. Thank you. So now I can post this so everyone sees it as well.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we did a good job.
Yeah, and we can use it as a reference at some point to go through and check out some of the ones you weren't familiar with, and we can refresh our memories a bit.
I know where people are gonna be upset, like as I look at it. Like I think FX and 2NE1 is definitely gonna be one of those ones that really grinds people's gears on this.
Yeah.
But it just didn't personally have like a musical impact in either one of our K-pop listening kind of.
I mean, well, for me, it's more a bit. For me, FX definitely had more of an impact. I remember I got into FX and Tiara at the same time, and I remember really liking FX and less so than Tiara. So I guess I would probably put them.
I think
ahead.
This makes more sense.
Yeah, but then I think I enjoy AOA's music more. But I don't know.
I definitely.
It's really hard, honestly.
Yeah, I think I had them too low though.
Yeah, maybe this area of
I think that works as far as like, kind of respecting the catalog and everything.
This area is a tricky one to align.
I could just
correctly.
already see like the aespa 2NE1 conversation, but it is just currently it is the feeling I have about it. The kind of Well, I don't know what else to say. There's just in the comments, you guys can disagree about these picks. Let us know how you feel. Except for Itzy, I'm not taking Girls' Generation and Itzy. I'm not taking any negative comments about the.
I'm gonna roast the hell out of him when the camera's off. But I think obviously the generic kind of takeaway is that all of these groups have their merits, and there's a lot to like about pretty much everyone here. So, if there's groups here that you don't know or like haven't given due attention to, perhaps some of the older ones and some of the lesser known ones, then do.
If there's a group you feel like they deserve to be higher, in the lives, feel free anytime to share why, like a video or a song that you think deserves them to jump higher in the tier.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that was our girl group tier list, and then so you guys will have to see next time our oh god, the boy group one. I can just imagine some of the That'll be the one that truly sends people over the edge, because I feel like that half the groups I have to kind of realign my memory of it.
Oh, I'm thinking of so many things already. Can't wait.
Oh, ATEEZ is going to be interesting. Well, I'm Honan.
I'm Oliver.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.